What's going on in there?
Music.
What kind of music?
It's Huey. Rock and roll. Huey.
This is the place. I've got to get in there.
They're expecting me.
Come on, let's go.
Keep an eye on my machine.
And I know it's a good song. And, I mean, it's got to be a good movie. They even got jackets. Gonzo, show them the jacket. Check this out. For real.
Together you wear a deep shade of blue is always there. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore. The moon ain't gonna rise in the sky. The tears are always clouding your eyes when you're without love, baby. Alright. Check it out. I wanna make one thing crystal clear. When I want an Oscar beer, get it real quick and say yes, dear. Those are the words that I wanna hear. Will you long, you will say. Focus on taking care of me. Gotta make me a priority. Cause I'm a pretty bitch commodity. Dear old dad, well now he's dead. But when he was alive, he always said, make those bitches take care of you. Cause that's what women were born to do, yeah. That's what girls are for. That's what girls are for. Cleaning, baking, hot, lonely can. That's what girls are for. That's what girls are for. Changing directions, giving me erection.
I won't be coming home. I won't be going anywhere. I will guard this post forever. Here on the Alpine slope, where I did my final stand, I shall remain among the ice and snow that binds me to this mountain. A force of nature too strong, sent from above, where spirits lead the way, the winds will never fade. White Friday, I'll take the stairway to heaven. I'm sky high when I die, I'll be immortal forever. I won't return to Blood Mountain. I am the soldier of heaven.
Hello everyone. Happy Friday to you. This is Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and you're in the right place. You're with Ethan Van Skyver, 29. You're a veteran of the comic book industry. World's most charming, disarming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Sopranos fan and trusted member of the media. I found my hats. I found my Walking Dead baseball caps. I got these in 2010, I think, or 2012, from Robert Kirkman himself. I did a couple of variant covers. Was it just one? Just one variant cover for Walking Dead #1. And it was like a Wizard World exclusive. And they came around and they just gave me all this cool stuff. And these hats were awesome. I remember putting this hat on for the first time and just going, wow, I like the way it looks like zombies have already chewed on it. And I don't know, it fits really nice. So anyway, this hat is like 12 years old and it's probably the oldest piece of clothing that I own. I still wear it. Amy's Birdhouse says, happy Friday, good sir. Thank you. And same to you, Amy's. Boy, some bad news with birds. Here's Nasser Rabadi, by the way. Back Creepsters on Indiegogo. And there's the link. I hope you do. I hope you do back Creepsters from Nasser Rabadi. It looks good. Nasser actually sent me the files so that I could read it. I haven't had a chance to do it yet, Nasser. Haven't had a chance to read Creepsters, but it does look great. How is everyone? How is everyone this Friday? I'm feeling, I had kind of a bad morning, but I'm feeling better now because the Phillies are winning 6-1 against Arizona. I like that a lot. But here's the thing. I had this interesting situation where Andrea called me out into the yard. She was like, Ethan. And I was like, whoa, what's up? And, these baby birds had hatched in the bush, like right behind my house. I've been watching them. I saw the blue eggs, these robin eggs, waited for them to hatch. And they finally did hatch and there were little babies there. And I sort of stuck my camera in there and filmed them. I was excited about watching these birds grow up. Anyway, Andrea yelled at me yesterday to come into the yard. I think it was yesterday. I don't know. I'm sleeping a weird schedule. And I went out there and she's like, look, the mama robin. Now we're careful with these birds. We love these birds. There was this mama robin that was sitting right in the spa, like on the waterfall edge of the spa, just sitting there. She said, is she dead? I was like, no, she's not dead. She's standing up. What is she doing? And her wings were behind her and they were getting soaked. And she was just like stoic. And she's like, help her, So I went over close to her and I tried to scoop her up. And as I tried to scoop her up, she did what a bird should do and fled, but not by air, on the ground. I said, what is wrong with her? Like, are her wings wet? Has she been poisoned? We just had the pool kind of had these chemicals put in for algae. And she hopped off into the bushes, never flew, just hopped, just kind of ran away. And I said, where are the babies? Where are the baby birds? So I went and I looked in the nest and they were gone. They're just gone. That, what the hell? So we were upset about this. We theorized what had happened. And these fucking black crows have been hanging around, sitting on the garbage can, sitting on the fence, and they make themselves known. They're arrogant birds. But yeah, I looked it up and I think those black crows, they do what they do. They actually eat baby birds right out of their nest. So I'm pissed off about that. I was very upset. I was like, oh no, not the baby birds. And now I want to shoot black crows. When I see black crows, their lives don't matter to me. I got a BB gun here that I think I'm allowed to fire within my on my property. I will shoot them. Crows of Odin, says Dern and Iron Knuckles. What do you think about that? Is it okay? Jogger birds? Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, I was really looking forward to watching those baby birds grow up, but I guess this is just part of nature. It is, yeah, it's okay, right? So that's just the way it is. Yeah, I don't like blackbirds. I don't like them singing in the dead of night. You know what? I'll break their wings and teach them not to fly and not to eat baby birds out of nests. So yeah, take them out. I don't know. Robins are a dime a dozen, says Robert DeLisi. Yeah, but these ones had made their nests like right in my in the bush right behind my house. So I was invested in them. How are you guys? How's everybody in the chat? Let me see. Now that I've told you my oh, the poor birds, they were so cute. They're like, meh, 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 and they're gone, eaten up. Seek vengeance now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be the reverse crow. I'm going to be like James O'Barr, but like something he would create. But my whole thing is to get revenge on crows. What will I call myself? What eats crows? Whatever eats crows is what I'm going to be. Urashima Ataru says, bird being in water isn't weird. Birds like that. Yeah, but like they would fly away. If you approach them, this bird was looking at me like, I think the bird was wounded. I think the bird fought to defend its babies like a good mama should. And I think the crow probably poked it and it was wounded and trying to get like, I don't know, like sitting in the water. Yeah, terrible. Yeah, that's the way it is. Ethan's gonna murder a murder of crows. You know what? That occurred to me. I was like, they're called a murder of crows. When these crows, when they're a group, they are a murder of crows. That's what they call them. Now I completely understand. Holy Hand Grenade says, Ethan's on drugs again, guys. I swear I'm not. I'm complete. Listen, haven't you ever cared for a wild creature before? Haven't you ever? I mean, haven't you ever cared? Maybe not. Maybe it's just me. How do I know? There's zero evidence, says Linkovich Tomovsky. Yeah, I could just be blaming the crow for nothing. Barrett X, wow, thanks for $50. I've read all of Invincible, and I can say that Mark Grayson can't hold a candle to Trick Ron. Wow. Also, my Blood Honey box came in perfect condition, and I love how it feels to hold. That's nice. That's great. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, we're almost done. I sent out a whole other fleet. What would they be called? A fleet of boxes, a murder of packages. I'm going to start calling groups of Cyberfrog boxes and packages a murder of Cyberfrog packages. Just sent out a bunch more. We are very close to being completed in fulfillment. Andrea is just kicking ass. Let me see what she's got left to do here. She was at like 300 before. 164 more packages need to go out for the Blood Honey campaign, and then we're done. Big news this week, of course, is that Cyberfrog Wreck Planet is finished. Did I do a video? Did I actually do I've been working so hard on my artwork. Some people are like, when are you going to live stream again? And honestly, I wasn't planning on it. I'm working on a bunch of stuff. I'm really enjoying my drawing. Just enjoying myself. Crows were real. Hold on, let me catch up with you guys here. Yeah, I think they were real. Finally got my tracking info for my stuff box. Thank you, Hyper Wizard. That's great. You must be in another country, probably. For some reason, Andrea saved all the international packages until the end, and she's like, I'm like, don't save the international to the end because then you're gonna freak out at what shipping costs. And shipping is crazy. I mean, when you're shipping to Canada, the UK, Australia, we're sending these packages out, and the blood honey boxes. They cost you guys $150, and then I just charge for international $40. I should have made it $50, so it'd be $200 total for international. Shipping one of these to Australia is $85. So she's like, oh my god, it's like $85. And then if she's like, make sure they get there, like, please don't let them get damaged. Yeah, what if they get damaged and somebody from like Australia is like, could you send me a replacement? Oh no. So that's a concern, but we're being very careful about it. I'm like, don't do them all at once because you're going to be like freaked out by how much you're spending on shipping all at once. Just blend them in. Urashima Ataru says it's a murder of crows, but an unkindness of ravens. Are ravens mean too? Sean Bohini says, why is Ethan profiling the blackbirds? Well, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if ravens are just as evil as crows. And it might not be the color of their feathers. It might just be the color of their souls. Ethan's been enjoying stuffing boxes and pies. I've been, I gotta say, I'm doing very little of that. I'm not really participating. It's mostly Hunter and his girlfriend that are just kicking ass. And Andrea, too. The three of them together are up there. Michelle went on vacation for a little while. So it was just Hunter's girlfriend and Andrea. And then occasionally Hunter would come in. And they just did great together. I mean, they're really getting stuff together. I'm like, get ready because Wreck Planet is coming up, and Wreck Planet is going to be a son of a bitch to fulfill. But we're going to have to crank on that. I'm probably going to have to hire about 5 people to finish this. Here is the update. Cyberfrog Wreck Planet. Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet art is complete. Period. Look how understated this is. Hey, Wreck Planet backers, great news. I wrapped up the final art for Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet. Remember this page? We drew most of this page together. Real quick, too. Like, this looks like if I had done this for DC Comics, this would be one of the better pages in the book. Because it's pretty detailed. Stuff I did for DC Comics was a lot quicker than this. But what this is, I had like 2 more pages worth of storytelling to do. And here's a tip. Like, I went, okay, I got literally 2 pages of storytelling. I want to get it done on 1 page. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take 1 page and I'm going to divide it right down the middle, which is this line right here. And this is going to be the first page. And this is going to be the second page. And I'm going to cram it all onto 1 page. And that's what I'm going to do so I can be done quicker. Urashima Ataru says, I read that one already. Hold on. Let me catch up on this on my iPad as well. Play predator bird noises from YouTube. It works. Will that scare away? Huh. Will that scare away predator birds? It doesn't matter. The damage is done. But this worked pretty well. I mean, just sort of forcing yourself to cram more story onto a single page. I would have liked to have had more big, juicy panels here. But just dividing it down the middle and saying 2 pages equals 1. Did it go faster? A little bit faster. I guess it went a little bit faster. You're still doing as much drawing. You're just doing it in a tighter, kind of more confined space. Anyway, that's a trick. Final page count is 73 pages. I've never done a 73-page story in my life, ever. I have never done it. The most I've ever done is 48 pages. 48 pages. That's it. Flash Iron Heights. And then like Batman, Catwoman, Trail of a Gun 1 and 2. I have never done 73 pages. I think Sinestro Corps War might have been 60 pages. 73 pages. I don't know. I have to go back and check on that. Demonized says the viewers were anti-Hetherantos, though Joe. What is this? Demonized. Sometimes I pick up your. Okay. If Joe is on the panel tomorrow, watch. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to be on Thinking Critical. That's what you're talking about. Hold on. I'll answer that in a second. Let me finish this. I'll hold you there. All right. Final page count is 73. That means there's people don't understand this. I had the comic book hut, who is a dummy. I said there's going to be 75 pages because that was roughly what I had sort of plotted out. But then I was able to get it done in 73, get the entire story using tricks like I've just shown you. Comic book hut goes, that's a lie. There's no possible. I can't do his voice. I wish Cecil was here. There's no comic book is a multiple of 75. Like it has to be 4. Yes. So I have to explain this. I keep forgetting I'm not talking to comic book people. I'm talking to people who have varying levels of knowledge about how putting together comic books work. So I'm going through and I'm going to explain everything very carefully and in great detail from now on. Even when it sounds redundant, I'm going to do that because I do have some mushmouth dummies from Queens who don't understand what I'm talking about. So here we go. Final page count of 73. That means there are 73 pages of art and color. The final book will contain some extra material that will make the book a multiple of 4 pages. Since all comic books are made up of a folded sheet, front and back, 4 pages total. So the book will probably be 80 pages or perhaps 84 pages, depending on how many extras I can find to stuff in there. Like maybe I want to write an essay about how great I am. About the process of making this book. I don't know. I could do anything. I can have extra pages. I can put pinups. I can put all the covers in there. The story is dense, filled with heart, blood, character, and absolute terror. I really think it is. This is just great stuff from Kyle Ritter. He sent me over another page today. Look at this. Similar from the same sequence here. I had to criticize him. I hope he doesn't take it the wrong way. Like when I do this banding, this is like, hold on a second, let me show this close up. I was like, Kyle, this is just line work. Like you don't have to color in between the lines. These aren't stripes. It's line work, Kyle. And he does this a lot. He only just started to do this. I don't know why he's doing this. Like this is line work. It's shadow work. And he's coloring in between them and putting stripes there. Sometimes it looks pretty neat. But it isn't my intention that he do that. So I said, knock that off. And it's okay. You don't have to fix this, but you don't have to change anything, but don't do it again. Look how great this looks. Cyberfrog just fighting the Vespas, kicking some ass. And again, the Vespas in the foreground, that nice purple color there. Yeah, he's great. And he's working at a pretty fast pace right now. I think he's got 7 more pages to color until the book's done. So I'm appreciative of him and his efforts. Toughest part is finished. Let's get this book colored, lettered, and off to the printer. There will be a second chance campaign for new backers. A lot of people are asking about when I want to do that. Pretty soon. I got to get a couple of covers done first. Because I don't want to just, I want to have new artwork up there for people. There are lots of pages of original art to claim. And I will make a brand new variant cover that will be exclusive to that campaign. None of the exclusive material from the campaign, including the Ides of March 24-hour variant, will be available there. But any honeycomb boxes that were refunded will be available on that new campaign, first come, first serve. Turns out there will be 14 honeycomb boxes. Somebody actually wrote to me and said, I am like in another country. I would like to refund my honeycomb box because I will not be able to pay the import taxes or whatever it is. And I said, well, we're not doing refunds, but I will bet you that if I mention to somebody that you have a honeycomb box, I'll bet you some American is going to want to buy it off of you right now. And I can exchange your address for theirs. Regarding Cyberfrog Dark Harvest, which is the kind of Cyberfrog 2.5, 20-page story. God, it's cool. I decided to hold it back for its own campaign because too many people were confused by it. They were like, is this extra material that we're entitled to for back? No, it's the next book. It's like an in-betweener book. Think of like Salamandroid Death Sting or like Heather Swain, The Diary of Heather Swain. It's like one of those. So I'm holding it back. I'm going to release it shortly after. So like, or maybe while Cyberfrog 3 is, or Cyberfrog 2 is shipping. Because I think a little bit more frequency of releasing. Putting out more Cyberfrog books is desirable right now. People would like to get more of them quicker. It continues the storyline just like Wreck Planet, picks up where Blood Honey left off. Dark Harvest will be a short chapter of the Cyberfrog series, and then we will launch Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination. Rainbow the Brute is next up on my art desk. And this is serious. Thank you all for allowing this project to exist. It's a tribute to you. Couldn't do it without you. I mean, you know, people are like, people confuse Indiegogo backers for customers. I mean, no. Our customers are up on eBay. You know, people who buy things from us on our eBay store. You're bigger than customers. You're producers. You're investors. It's not, you're not customers. You know, it's like a customer walks into a store and says, may I have this, please? And you go, yes. No. You guys are actually investing money in advance to make this actually happen. And this is the greatest book I've ever done in my life, and it wouldn't exist without you. Next book won't exist without you either. There are some people who are trying to change. Look at this last page of Wreck Planet Drawing Stream. We did this together too. Some people are trying to change crowdfunding. I disagree with them. I don't think a book should be finished when you start a crowdfund. I think that defeats the purpose of crowdfunding. If it is finished and you don't need any backer money, then go ahead and put it up on your store. Why would you ask for backer fundage when you are, what does Hunter want here? When you are already finished? It doesn't make any sense to me. All right, let me take a look at you guys and see what your complaints are and address them. Trevor Wright says, for $5, I purchased a green all caps hat from your eBay store, and it's great and all, but I didn't receive any positive feedback. Must be an oversight. I got to get somebody to do the feedback section of eBay. If I were to do the feedback on eBay, that would be 3 days worth of work. We sell thousands and thousands of products. I need somebody there to just sit there and go, do the feedback. I'm going to give you feedback right now, Trevor Wright. Thank you so much. All right. Demonized says, if Joe is on the panel tomorrow, watch out. He was anti-CG, and you last week during the Heather Antos segment, maybe watch that before going on tomorrow. The viewers were anti-Heather Antos, though Joe seemed very anti-CG and pro-Heather Antos. So you're talking about Thinking Critical with Wes. I'm going to be going on that show tomorrow at 10 a.m. And some very brave souls, including, I think, Joe Corallo and this other guy, Josh. Is it Josh or Joe? No, that's Joe Corallo. He'll be there. I'm not worried, guys. People who are anti-EVS, anti-Comicsgate, happy to talk to them. That's what happens when you're right. When you have truth on your side, when you are just, when you have justice, you're not afraid. You're fearing no man. I only fear women. Only one woman, my wife, and my mom, sort of. Yeah, anti-EVS. Wes is awesome. You have nothing to worry about. Yeah, I like Wes. I want to go on that show. I actually watched that show. I think I watched it last week. And they were fun. They were talking about things that I was interested in talking about. So, you know, Jennifer Grover says, Uncle E, someone said I might have offended you by saying, I love you, Uncle E. If so, I'm so sorry. No, you don't. Jennifer Grover, you do not offend me at all. I'm flattered and honored. And thank you so much. You are once, twice, 3 times a lady. And, you know, no problem at all. Thank you. No, you don't offend me. Not one single bit. However, Andrea goes, who's that Jennifer Grover woman? And I go, she's like, is she up in your DMs? No. So you got it. This is the thing. Yeah, we don't talk to women in private. In public, we might say hello to them. But yeah. So Josiah, is she up in your DMs? Yes. Josiah Haynes says, you should have gone for the 80-page giant. Yeah, I could have done that, huh? Could have gotten to 80 pages. Can you imagine? I wanted to get it done, though. I mean, I could have probably crammed another 7 pages in there. But you know. All right, hold on a second. What are you guys saying here? 2 pages too short, says Deep Red State. Oh no. 73 pages, 5XL size Cyberfrog, says Electric Pizza. Let me see. Billy Jacob says, so Comic Book Hut was right. Comic Book Hut is never right, ever, about anything. He's always wrong and silly looking. EVS, you were doing the Lord's work. Thank you, Why is Gamera. All right, hold on. Let me catch up a little bit more. Angela, I saw this. Angela Schmalke says DA Talks and Vicky are back together. Yeah, that was supposed to be like a surprise event. I watched JDA EFAPing that yesterday after the fact. You know, I watched the replay of it and I laughed. There were like 18 people there. There were 18 people watching, and it was like, da-da-da-da. They're back together again. Well, where else would they go? Neon Knight Rider says, is it too late to have a letters page? Letters page. That'd be kind of cool. Let me think about that. Yeah, I could get like, I could just have some people write some letters and answer them. We could make it look like, I mean, do people want that? People want a letters page in this? It's kind of a graphic novel. It's meant to be a kind of a permanent fixture. John F76 for $2 says, new Cyberfrog villain, Murder Crow card coming. Interesting. Murder Crow. Seems like I might get in trouble. James O'Barr. He might say, hey, I have the trademark on the word crow. And I'd say, oh. And I'm not going to fight with him. Mike D says, super offended that you knocked Queens. Comic Book Hut is from Long Island, you bigot. Is he? What's the difference? No, he's not from Long Island, is he? Isn't he from Queens? What do I know? All right, well, I take it back then. God bless the Queen. This is Puma Fist says, when are you going to invite Hut back on the show? Anytime he wants. You know, somebody like him would be interesting on the show. If he'd like to come on the show. Yeah, like, you know, that'd be great. I'd love to, Puma Fist, what is up with you? Why are you being silly? Yes, Comic Book Hut doing a cover for me would be amazing, I would say. All right, hold on. Still catching up with you guys in the chat, seeing where you are. Ethan Van Justice, where are you going, EVS? No, I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here with you guys. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of me leaving. Monopoly Loser 2. EVS, I'm just getting into Cyberfrog. Finished Blood Honey and thoroughly enjoyed it. I need more groggy. I think you meant froggy, but maybe groggy is the appropriate word. I need more groggy goodness now. Well, the good news is that you're going to have the shortest wait of almost anybody because Cyberfrog Wreck Planet is finished, and you are. I think you're going to enjoy it. And then also you will have. Whatchamacallit, Dark Harvest right behind that. Jennifer Grover says, thank you, Uncle. You are a bleeping sweetheart. Thanks, Jennifer Grover. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about doing a drawing stream tonight, but, you know, I thought I would do a short kind of social stream instead because I almost don't want to even show you what I'm drawing. You know. Dale is doing a cover for Comic Book Hut, says Beer Cat. Why are we talking about Comic Book Hut so much? I guess it's my fault. I guess I mentioned it and opened the door. Dale Keown is doing a bunch of covers. He showed me a whole lot of artwork that he was doing. He showed me John Malin's cover, which does exist. A lot of people thinking that John Malin's cover is not a real thing. It's never going to happen. Wrong. It's on its way. Geek Avenger says, hail all of you beautiful Comic Scene savages in the chat. Hail EVS. Congrats on reaching the fulfillment stage of Wreck Planet. We're not there yet. We haven't even gone to print yet. Comicsgate delivers. It's going to be a little while yet, guys. The book is finished. The drawing is finished. That was the biggest trouble. Sigma Comics says, Ethan has nothing to worry about. H.H. German. Thank you, Sigma Comics. Master Boob says, Shane says the ramen eaters still whisper your name. I saw that video. Yeah. I saw that video. I don't know what to say. You know, everybody thinks about me a lot. And every time I say, wow, I must be really important. I must be a superstar, feared and hated and loved in equal measure. People go, you're irrelevant. Well, why? They talk about me a lot. I don't feel irrelevant. I feel very relevant. J Bomba fan says, no one EFAP the Hut documentary. Y'all forget? What Hut documentary? What is going on? I have no idea what's going on these days. James Murphy says, don't F with crows. They remember and they retaliate. Also, got my tracker for the acetate cover and Ultimate Blood Honey. Love receiving all caps comics. Nick Rose says, what would you call a group of Arbuckles? A murder of Arbuckles? What are Arbuckles? Should I just quit? Maybe I should just go back to bed. I don't know what anyone is saying. Jeff Stark says, got my Cyberfrog towel today. It's huge. Oh, cool. Yeah. Cyberfrog beach towel right there hanging up. How many of you were upset that I took the yellow hop-free flag down? Hop-free or die. Somebody called that iconic. I was like, is that iconic? I like it and all, but, you know, the beach towel is new. It's bigger. You know, it covers up that whole panel there that leads to, yeah, I like it. Yeah, that's the beach towel. You can get a beach towel on my eBay store. The link is in the description. We only have a limited number. I only ordered 200. We've already sold 115 of them or so. We've sold quite a few of them. So whatever there is left, I mean, make sure that you reserve one for yourself because we're not going back to print on those. B Rain says, was the Blood Honey box supposed to come with trading cards? All I got was box and books. Oh, it sounds like yeah, it sounds like we sold out of trading cards, B Rain. We've had to go back to print on trading cards. We sold out of trading cards. Unreal. Thousands. I ordered thousands and thousands of trading cards and they're out. They're gone. But all the backers who are getting your Blood Honey box now, without trading cards in them, well, we've marked it down. We will be sending you the reprinted trading cards. Craziness. Ranguera says, Blood Honey box came damaged and silver was scratched. But neighbor accidentally opened box, so I don't know who to blame. Just bought replacements. Great art, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, if anything comes damaged, always let us know. We want to make sure you're happy. We have enough to make sure that, you know, you're you get what you paid for. I appreciate you. Did your neighbor open it with like a chainsaw? Otherwise, it might have been my fault. Danger Vanessa says, bring back the hop free or die. All right, I probably will. I've got it over there. I just folded it up very carefully. I prefer the beach towel. It's new, says Disgrunto. Yeah, it's iconic, people are saying. B-Rain, don't worry. We will take care of you with the trading cards. That is a concern. I'm livid. What are we talking about, says Chris Boitano. Talking about trading cards right now. All right. Are we good? Are we all on the same page? Does smart water make you smart? Jeremiah, I want you to spend a little time with me on this stream and determine that for yourself. You know, his neighbor is Anna. Yes. I mean, if Anna is your neighbor, either Anna opens up her packages with chainsaws, and I don't think she does. I think, honestly, her postman just doesn't care. I went to UPS today to drop off all of those packages. And the couple, I think you guys may have seen a picture of me like dropping off, just filling the UPS store with boxes. And you just see bewildered UPS employees. There's a very kindly couple that owns that store. And I see them every day now because I have to do this every day. Every day I fill up either the Sprinter van or my Lincoln. If it depends on how many packages there are. Usually after the weekend, like on a Monday, I have to fill up the entire Sprinter van. But today I just filled up the Lincoln and I went over there and was unloading and they're just like, oh, it's the comic book guy. How you doing? I was like, you know what? I see you every day and I don't know your names. And I'm going to make an effort to remember your names, which is hard for a narcissist. It really is a challenge. Like I've met so many people in comics that introduce themselves to me. And as soon as they tell me their name, I don't even register it. Hi, my name's Jason. How are you? Great to meet you. And I'm like, I didn't even listen to your name. That is like a really bad habit. And I'm going to make an effort. I've decided how can I improve myself? I can improve myself most easily by learning to remember people's names and then creating relationships with people in my neighborhood. Okay. So when I go to the UPS store, I go in there, I say, "Hey, Sonny." And he says, "Hey, Ethan." I said, "I'm Ethan, not the comic book guy. If you want to call me Frog Boy, don't call me Frog Boy. You want to call me Frog Guy, you can call me that, not comic book guy. That has negative Simpson-esque connotations that I will feel very sensitive about. Frog Guy is fine. Or just Ethan." And I memorized his name, Sonny, and his wife's name, which I'm not going to say. And yeah, I remember it. I do remember his wife's name. And I will use that to make myself even better. Pushing back against the natural, ingrained narcissism that I think I was born with. I must have been. I always knew I was great, even when I was 2. Carson Depp says, "Can you do Cyberfrog bookmarks that fit Storefolio spines?" See, that's a great idea. Yeah, like I want to do a much better bookmark than the first ones that we did. Boy, if you guys have more ideas like that, let me know. Because the Cyberfrog Second Chance campaign, Cyberfrog Wreck Planet Second Chance campaign, all new stretch goals. We've already got everything set up. We've got like everything from the first campaign already made. People are like, "Is there anything else that needs to be made?" No, it's all here. It's in the warehouse, including an entire warehouse full of PVCs. Every single person who backed that first Wreck Planet campaign is getting a Cyberfrog PVC toy. Every single person who backed Wreck Planet Cyberfrog PVC toy. That is unbelievable. I don't think anybody's done that before. We've got some people who are doing some pretty goofy stuff. But nobody has done that. That is amazing. What is this? Arizona's caught up to Phillies. The Phillies 5-6. Phillies are still on top. What are you doing? Anyway, we've got to create all new stretch goals, all new stretch goal items. If a bookmark is a good idea, great. Let me know what you want. I don't know if I can make PVCs again. It'd be crazy. But think about that. We are literally making history. Deep Red State says, "I've been hearing that for a couple of years." 3 exclamation points. Takes time, guys. It does take time. Oh, what is this? Am I getting the finger? Oh, the thumbs up. Okay. I was like, this, you can't tell what this icon is until you click on it. This could be this, or it could be this. You don't know. And I just look at it and I go, my middle fingers for the beach towel. The beach towel's great. Why would there be all right, Neon Knight Rider says it could be letters about blood honey with a fancy name like the Hornet's Nest or something. You're talking about the letters column or something like that. Hold a contest for what you want to call it. We could do something like that. All right, hold on. I'm trying to catch up. I have missed a couple of super chats, but that's unlike me. All Dion, thanks for joining the channel. Thanks for becoming a new member. Blue Collar Henry says, "I've been gone a bit. Who was the fat old guy that replaced DVS?" Oh, John Malin. That was just for 1 week. Like it's me back again. I'll be doing Comicsgate Kings. Welcome to the. Yeah, John Malin only substituted once, and I think he's losing weight. So should be okay. Heather Swain standee. Beach towels are cool. Heather Swain docky pillow. These are all good ideas. I don't know. Stillwell Wide says, "Time to get loaded again, EVS." Okay, but like I don't have a 40 OZ. Right next to me here, I've been working on 2 land sharks in a Guinness glass. That's all. So hold on. It is not malt liquor, but it's good for the summer. All right, so here's what's going on. Pedophiles everywhere, creeps, freaks of various kinds. I knew there was, hold on a second here. Let me get rid of, I knew there was something weird about this guy. And I told everybody and nobody listened. Parents accused the Flash star, Ezra Miller, of using cult-like tactics to groom their daughter, beginning at the age of 12. I knew there was something fucked up about this guy. I did not know it was going to be, heterosexual who's into underage people. I didn't know it was going to be that. That caught me by surprise. If it was groom their son beginning at the age of 12, I would have been like, yeah, I told you. But their daughter, you gotta be kidding me. At what point what does he get for this? What is Warner Brothers going to do about this? Warner Brothers has just kind of been going naughty boy and then putting him in timeout and saying, we'll have to, you know what? He's physically assaulted everyone in Hawaii and the state of Alaska. We're going to have to take a second look at working with him again. Is this going to be a third look? Flash star Ezra Miller has been legally ordered to cease all contact. This is just crazy. To cease all contact and stay away from a young woman after her parents requested a protective order against the actor on the grounds that they used a variety. They were actually respecting his pronouns. Why are we respecting his pronouns? Why do we have to do this? Ethan Van Sciver, Cyberfrog Blood Honey Box, what we were just talking about. Thank you for supporting it. And now we're at $260,000. Like fire tonight. Thank you. I was hoping we would do that. I was hoping we'd get to 260, and we did it. We're way past John Malin territory now. It's his own fault. He closed his godlike campaign. Amazing. Thank you. First Wave Cyberfrog toys as well. Picked up a couple more backers today. And it's getting closer and closer to defeating the evil of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. All right, let's get back to this. Cult-like behaviors to groom their daughter beginning at the age of 12. The fuck is wrong with you, dude? Blue Collar Henry, thanks for $50. On a serious note, I want to thank you, Ethan. Your great humor and great comics helped me through my divorce. Blessings to you and your family. Blue Collar Henry, sorry to hear about your divorce. There's absolutely nothing worse than that, except for losing a baby. I've been through both of those things in short order, and they are hell, and people do not understand until you've been through them how awful they are. So I'm glad I could help you through your divorce. Really appreciate that. I'm, happy that you're here, and thank you for the enormous super chat. I live to serve, even though I'm drunk through most of the summer. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, getting divorced was horrible, and then actually losing a baby was just fucking. People go, yeah, if you don't know what that's like. That is awful. That is like the worst thing in the world, and it also I think makes you more pro-life too, because you go, this is a baby in there. It's a baby. All right. Yes. None of your business says I live to be served. Tohifer says, don't get divorced. It gets better. No, it doesn't. No, marriage is hard, but you know what? Like, if it's time to get divorced, there's a lot of, there's a lot of people who say work on it. No, like a relationship is like, it really is like a jar of mayonnaise. When it's gone bad, throw it out. I mean, that's my whole thing. What are you gonna fix it somehow? No. If a marriage or a relationship is bad, get into a good one. That's my advice. All right, let's figure out what happened here. As per initial reporting from TMZ and a later expansion on the news by People, North Dakota standing. Hold on a second. Does my dad know this person? You got to be kidding me. I didn't even read this. North Dakota Standing Rock Sioux Reservation. Hold on a second here. Let me call my dad. Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance my dad knows who this is. I would think so, right? I mean, all right. All right, now. Let me try my stepmother's number. Just give me a minute here, guys. I know this is frustrating, but I think it'll pay off big time. Every day is a living hell. There it is. What time is it over there? It's only 8 o'clock.
Hi there.
Hi, Raylene. We're live on Comic Artist Pro Secrets right now.
Oh, okay.
So everybody can
Dad's
hear you.
in bed.
Oh, no. All right. Well,
Okay.
is he awake or is he asleep?
No, he's been in bed an hour. Yeah.
What's he so tired about?
We went and saw, well, he gets up at 4 a.m, and we went and saw Top Gun.
How was that?
It was great. It really was great.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear it.
My live here. Okay.
All right. So you're live. People can hear you now. The reason why I'm calling is because I'm reading this story about this pervert Ezra Miller, who was supposed to play the Flash in the Flash movie. Now, turns out that he is being looked at by police, I guess, for grooming. Do you know what grooming is?
Getting them ready or preparing them. Yes.
Okay. A 12-year-old. Check this out. North Dakota Standing Rock Sioux Reservation resident Chase Iron Eyes and his wife Sarah Jumping Eagle are the parents. Do we know who they are?
I do not, but possibly he might.
All right.
I don't know. Iron Eyes?
His name is Chase Iron Eyes and his wife Sarah Jumping Eagle. It's their daughter whose name is Dakota Iron Eyes. Now, if there's anything that I can do to help crush this menace, this pervert, if my dad knows who they are, he could call me back tomorrow and let us know. I mean, everybody in the chat wants to know if there's any, because my dad can probably cause a positive effect in this situation.
You're right. Since he works with them and he knows the people on the council.
Yeah.
And works with them during, every month they have meetings, and it's been a couple of weeks since he's been down there. It was before he came out there to Jersey, but I will tell him first thing in the morning.
Yeah, tell him because we can sue him. Get it? Sue, like the Sioux tribal. All right, sorry.
No, it's all right. Standing Rock.
Yeah.
Iron Eyes, and Sarah's last name was?
Sarah's last name is Jumping Eagle.
J-U-M-P. Okay, Jumping Eagle.
We got to do what we can to crush the Flash.
Yes.
All right.
You are correct.
This guy is a menace.
Talk with him first thing in the morning, okay?
All right. Take care, Raylene. Thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. Bye-bye.
All right. So we're doing everything in our power. Now, if there's anything that Comicsgate can do to take care of this matter, I will let you guys know. You will all be a part of this. Do this together. All right, this is very serious now. It suddenly took on a whole personal dimension here that we didn't realize. We didn't know we were so involved in this, guys. Now we are. All right, so they're filing for a protective order. Please save our daughter from this pervert, from this creep, from this weirdo. Please. She's 18 now, but she might not be in her right mind. According to her parents' filing, Miller, who identifies as non-binary, okay, you're a dude. You're not much of a dude, but you're a dude. Stop it. Non-binary. I'm something in between. No, you're not. Okay? I'm sure you're a guy. Took an immediate and apparently innocent liking to Tokata, upon their first meeting in 2016, at which time the actor was 23 years old and their daughter was 12. Perfectly healthy, perfectly normal. From there, they alleged the two developed a friendship, which saw the actor offer the young Tokata a variety of opportunities out of his own pocket. Such opportunities included a then 14-year-old. 14 years old. Little Kaylee is 15. She's little. 14-year-old Takata to London. and tour the studio where Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was filmed. I want to impress the hell out of this 14-year-old girl. Why do you do that? Were the parents there? And filmed 2 years later, even offering to pay for her early college attendance at Bard College in Simon's Rock, Massachusetts. Len Barnett, thank you for joining the channel. We're hearing a lot from Len Barnett. Len, thank you for all Len's being a good customer. He bought like a bunch of trading cards today. Thank you so much, Len. And thanks to everybody who supports us and, uses our eBay store. Appreciate you guys and backs our campaigns. We try to remember your names. Again, pushing back against that latent narcissism. Not my fault, guys. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of narcissism. All right. I'm going to pay for your child's college. The latter incident of which Toccata's parents claim Miller would later use against Toccata to create a sense of indebtedness. I paid for your college. Now you owe me something, 14-year-old. Toccata's parents further claim that as the pair's friendship continued, the actor provided their daughter with alcohol, LSD. And you don't provide alcohol to a Native American. You don't do that. You don't give a young, especially not a Native American. You don't give a young girl, especially not a Native American, alcohol or LSD or marijuana throughout their teenage years. I'm your cool big brother. I'm not going to rape you. What a creep, dude. I had no idea this dude was like this. I really had no idea that he was like this. I mean, I thought he was like this, but gay. Like this would have been boys. Surprised that it was a girl. Exhibiting what the couple described as a pattern of corrupting a minor. Though it's unclear whether Toccata accepted the actor's offer of monetary support for her schooling, the young Sioux tribe member eventually attended and subsequently dropped out of the Massachusetts private school in December 2021. Took up at least temporary residence with Miller. Come live with me. Mike D says, I need to find someone like Ethan's stepmommy that will let me sleep like Ethan's dad. I know, dude. I know. Andrea doesn't. Andrea does not. Andrea rarely lets me sleep. If she needs me, she wakes me up. It's my one criticism of Andrea. She'll be like, hey, Ethan? I'm like, what? And like, when you're woken up and you're only like 2 hours into your sleep, like you jump at it, like it's like, what? It's an emergency. Like, get ready to fight. I jump out of bed like, what? And I'm dizzy and everything. What do you need? What? It's okay. I just wanted to know like where you just wanted to know if you want to go hang out outside. Hearts pounding. Flying out to pick up their daughter, Chase and Sarah assert that when they arrived at Miller's home, they found that not only was their daughter's arm covered in bruises, what the hell? But Toccata was not in possession of her driver's license, bank cards, keys, the lack of which they claim prevented Toccata from leaving of their own volition. This reminds me of R. Kelly a little bit. Because R. Kelly did the same thing to women. He sort of would invite them. He's like, I'm a big star. Come and hang out with R. Kelly. Come and hang out with Uncle Rob. And then, like, immediately he urinated. Like, once everything was fine, and then he'd bring them back to his place. He'd film pornography with them. He'd urinate on them, and then he would, like his house. I watched a whole documentary on this, Surviving R. Kelly. I thought it was just about making it through one of his songs, without flipping this switch. But no, he actually got women and he told them a lot of bullshit. And, he would get them over to his house, and he had rooms, like different prison cells in his house for women. Each room was like a dark prison cell for a woman. He had that song, I Believe I Can Fly. He told that to Aaliyah. She tried it. She couldn't. It was very sad. He was dating Aaliyah when she was like 14 too. Same exact situation. Exact same situation. How low can you go? Is this Rob Lowe to Rob Lowe? Same situation. Peeing on teenagers. Peeing on teenagers. Puma Fist, please no more. It's not anti-Semitism what you're saying, but like it's something. Puma Fist says, say what you will, the Jews look out for their own and defend each other. The Jews? Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't know if that's anti-Semitism. It's more like pro-Semitism. I don't know if Puma Fish should be signed out for saying that the Jews, say what you will, the Jews look. Oh, is it anti-Semitism? Hold on a second. Let me get to the chat. I'm going to ask you guys what you think of this. All right. When somebody says, say what you will, the Jews look out for each other in the... Wait, hold on a second. Let me double check what he said. I don't want to misquote him. Say what you will. This is a quote-unquote quote. Say what you will. The Jews look out for their own and defend each other. All right. Is that anti-Semitic? And if we have any Jews in the chat, I want to know what you guys think. And don't time out Puma Fist. I don't, he's saying some crazy shit, but let me see what you guys are saying. Like it sounds pro-Semitic, but it might be anti-Semitic. Like the Jews stick together. Say what you will, the Jews stick together. It sounds pro, but is it? I don't know if it is. It's no anti. Hold on. Just like the Mexicans. I don't know. I'm not sure. I hear that, and at first I'm like, oh, that's nice. And then I really think about it, and I'm like, maybe it is anti-Semitic. Backhanded compliment, yeah. Timothy Fitzgerald says, thanks for $2. Hail EVS, saving super chat money for an executive box. 14 of them exist. 14 of them. But again, I could introduce you guys to this one guy who's a European who wants to sell his to a good American so that he won't have to pay any import taxes. I don't blame him. Hold on a second. We got Billy Backco here. Puma Fist is a known chatter. By the way, a known. Wait, known by who? Like, what do you mean? Don't use SJW. Known is an SJW word. In the sense that they go, you are a known bigot, known misogynist, known homophobe. Known by who? That's the question. Like, is there a group that knows things about people? Who has opinions on the Jewish people? All your mods have been watching him for weeks. I trust my mods. Lethal Diva says it's sus. All right. Yeah. I am not a Jew, but I think you meant Jew adjacent. Yeah, I'm kind of Jew adjacent too. Dan Shaheen doesn't look out for Jew. I know that. Let's not get into that. Yeah, I'm kind of Jewish adjacent as well. I was married to a Jew for 15 years. Didn't work out so well. But no, it worked out okay. 15 years. I had Hunter, so Hunter is... If you said, Hunter, your mother's Jewish, which makes you Jewish, he would say, I'm Christian. But he is like literally Jewish. He just has no like affinity or relationship, with that faith. So, and then Kaylee is Jewish as well. So I would say I am in a household that contains Judaism. And so I'm very sensitive about it. Cars in Depth says, Ava's not though. Ava's like, if Ava's anything, I'm going to raise Ava to be like super Mormon. That's what I want Ava to be. I will baptize her. Carson Depp says, in the context of saying Jews will defend a pedophile. Oh, got it. That's what he was saying. In the context of saying Jews will defend a pedophile, yes, it's Jew hating. Puma Fist, stop hating the Jews. Please. Not here. We don't hate the Jews here ever. Certainly not with me. Yeah. We love everybody here except for the women. No, the feminists. We love the women, but we don't like the feminists. Shadows Pawn says, Ethan, what is your contact email? Have an issue with my Blood Honey box order. Can't find a contact email for you. That's a problem. Now listen to me carefully because you have to write this down as I speak it. Cyberfrog help. One word. Cyberfrog help at gmail.com. That is the lovely Andrea or Michelle, depending on who's checking the email. Describe your issue in great detail. Include photos if you need to. And then put your address in there. Because basically, like, if it's something that we can solve right away, one email exchange will do it. Make sure that it's, this is my problem. My problem is that when I opened my Blood Honey box, it was full of scorpions. And that is not what I ordered. So, stinging, poisonous scorpions. So I'd like a replacement. I'd like you to leave the scorpions out this time. Here's my address. My name is, and this is where I live. We'll take care of it. You can ask anyone. We're good like that. We're on top of things. Yeah. All right, let me catch up. Got another $10 super chat here. I'm getting rich. You know what? Like, not a lot of people can just talk this kind of nonsense and make money. It takes really skillful. Carson Depp says, of course it's cool to hate individual Jews. Let's try not to hate too many people at all. Puma Fist is out of detention now. Puma Fist, stop hating the Jews. That's all I can say to you. Blast Radius for $10. Holy cow. That ain't cheap. Thank you, Blast Radius. The parents are mostly to blame because they allowed their daughter to go out with this Ezra Miller creature to London by herself. The parents are Democrats, so that kind of explains their decision. They probably thought he was gay. You know what I mean? Like, you look at that guy and you go, he is a homosexual who is not at all interested in my little girl. He is a homo. If anything, he probably wants fashion tips from my daughter. He does not want to touch my daughter inappropriately. But surprise, Jennifer Grover's here. I love you, Uncle E. Just checking to see if Andrew has come down the stairs. Thank you, Jennifer Grover. Me and my wife, love you too. Thank you for your super chats. My beautiful wife, Andrea. She is very beautiful and awesome. You see if I've read all the super chats here. Okay, yeah, I got it. Perfect. Yeah, we don't want to hate too many individual people either. If we don't have to. Wazru says, is she up in your DMs? Let me look. No, she's not up in my DMs. You stay out of my DMs, Jennifer. Stay out of there. Yeah, we don't want that. No, people are saying Jennifer Grover has low standards. What? Jennifer Grover, love you back, says demonized. She doesn't have low standards. Look at me. I'm awesome. What do you mean? I never know what people are talking about when they're insulting me. I'm like, do you see what I see when I look in the mirror? I don't understand. Think about it. I'm amazing. Can we hate that Mandy won that contest? Poor Chrissy. We don't need to get into that. Not here. My channel has standards, of course. You never know who's watching my channel. Yes, of course I am. I am a catch. No, I know there are people who are like, wait, what do you mean? No, we don't need to talk about that. Grover is a nice Canadian woman. NS rules. Is that Nova Scotia? Canadians are very nice, except for Richard Pace. Richard Pace is a heinous Canadian. Wait. Ethan, when we get another music stream? Oh my God. No, please. Maybe someday. I'm feeling pretty good. I got to say, Since Wreck Planet got done, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I'm feeling pretty good. Hold on. People are saying mean things to me now. Ethan, I take back the compliment I gave you in my super chat on King's Monday that you didn't read. Bull Durham, what do you mean? You gave me a compliment and I didn't and I didn't read it on King's, and now you take it back? Puma Fist says, thank you for sticking up for free speech. I mean that. Yeah, I'm pro free speech, but free speech in certain places, okay? This is not necessarily a free speech platform. You have to be careful what you say in my chat. You're allowed to believe whatever you want to believe in. You can be here. You're definitely welcome. But you got to watch what you say. We don't want to get in trouble. And I definitely don't want to get in trouble for your views. I have enough trouble with my own views. Mark 13 says, EVS is a catch that will put me in traction. Darwin was a great Canadian. Darwin Cook was one of the finest men I ever knew. I mean that. Darwin Cook was such a great guy. And I barely knew him. I mean, I only got to hang out with him maybe 3 or 4 times. And every single time he made me laugh. It's shocking. Shocking that we lost him. Mr. Dong says he doesn't want to get nerkished. Yeah, for real, guys. Remember what happened to Nurk? I still get blamed for that. All I did was say nerkish. Watch what people are saying around you. You're going to take the blame for that. And indeed he did. Ballers time later all, says Bob Newfart. Oh, is Ballers on? Hold on, let me see. Dale Keown is a Canuck too, says Justin Ward. Let me see if Ballers is any good. If Ballers is good, I'll tell you guys to go over there. I mean, all I'm doing is talking nonsense. Ballers. Yeah, Ballers is I can already tell Ballers is way better than my show. I might just end it and let you go over there.
I apologize about the late.
We got Patrick
For some
Thomas
reason,
Parnell, who is
my laptop
always a
just
joy.
Decided not to do its camera.
This guy has a
before
lot
we
to
went
say,
live,
and he
so I
says
was
it
kind
quick.
of
It's like
messing
rapid
around
fire.
with that,
Boom, boom,
so-
boom, boom, gag after
I don't
gag.
know. We'll
Amazing.
see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll decide. not
We
to
got
just turn
Shane
back on.
Davis.
It might be
Great to
overheated. I
see
don't know what
him.
the deal is, but
I don't know
anyway,
where he gets his
stoked
clothes,
to see
but
lots of
like
people in the
Shane
chat
Davis
already.
dresses like I
Excited to
try
see,
to dress and
I
fail.
think already out the gates.
We got Mandy Summers, who did win that contest last night.
How far it was?
Looking good.
Maybe
Like an hour ago.
Mandy is really,
it was like a while ago.
not unlike Anna,
If I
that
can
Star
bring it
Wars
up
girl.
on
Mandy has really
YouTube.
improved her appearance. She was already working with some good
yeah,
basic
stoked to
stuff,
see
but
everyone here.
she looks much better now. And on top of
Lug
that,
nuts.
Judd is here.
she has
Hal
created
is
some
here.
comic
What
books.
about
She's
Brad
figured
Miller
out how to
here?
do the crowdfunding
Danger
game.
Vanessa is here. Good to see her.
She's
as well.
kicking
Henry
ass.
is here.
And then, of course, we've got Dale Keown
Bob
here.
Newfart
Dale
is
Keown
here.
wearing
That's
his
good.
sunglasses from the 1980s.
Dark Josh
The blue
is
lenses
here.
there.
Again,
pearlescent
lots of
blue
people here
lenses.
early. I appreciate
Dale
it.
did
We all
show me
appreciate it very much.
his
Hope
cover that
everyone's
he's doing
having
for John Mellon. It looks
a
great.
super good
He
Friday
showed me
night.
something that he's doing also for
Amanda,
They're not.
where are you?
Reaper Destroyer. It looks great.
Nobody's having.
And I said to him, when you're done all this crap, why don't you tell everybody else to bug
I'm
off
having
and let's
a
just
pretty
do
okay
Salamandroid? All right, let me just push you a little bit. He went, yes.
For 10 minutes.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
well,
So maybe
they're
it was
amongst
me
friends.
that was holding this up. Maybe
the
I
little
need to be the guy. Maybe I do need to be the jerk who just says, you know what? Stop wasting your time with this shit and do Salamandroid with me. You know, what are you doing? Dale's doing covers for everybody now. Just do Salamandroid. Let's get Salamandroid 20 pages done and let's get it done. Let's just do it. Let's make a comic book together. And maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe Salamandroid by Dale Keown will be the second part of the Dark Harvest campaign. Imagine that. Dark Harvest, Salamandroid, and you put them both into one campaign. There are some people right now who have forgotten how to do crowdfunding. Not me. I haven't forgotten a damn thing. Not a thing. Meanwhile, I've got your boy Zach. Your boy Zach, Dale's in love. Yes, he is. He loves Mandy. He does love Mandy. Don't die until you finish Cyberfolks, says Ladies Man. I'm not dying. What does it look like I'm dying? I'm in the prime of my life. Mr. Dong says I'd buy that for $1. Hold on a second now. Mr. Dongs. All right, let me explain something here. First of all right, I got this pulled up. Where's Zach's? Did I save Zach's video? Oh, before I do that, let me just send a shout out real quick because somebody on Kiwi Farms told me about this. I didn't know. Skits Origin Book 1. Remember Skits? We love Skits. How come none of these people talk to me? Is everybody mad at me? Can you just look? I'm here to help. I'm here to help you guys. He's mean. He's a narcissist. He's a cult leader. We can't just let it all be about me. It's not about me. I'm not. I'm a narcissist. I'm a nice one, though. I'm here to help. I'm not here to hurt anyone. I promise you. You will succeed better if you just come hang out with me, please. Let me see what you're doing. Let me help. May I help you? Yes, Skits comic number 0, book 0, the Origin book. Available now on Indiegogo. What am I doing? I'm just letting people know about it. You know, just letting people know. That's all you have to do sometimes. When you have a good project, you want to let people know about your good project. And once people know, they can consider backing it. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but they're definitely not if they're not going to know about it. A lot of people who are just like, I don't know. I don't want to go tell Ethan nothing. You can tell me. I'm here to help. All right. So your boy Zach made this video here, which is pretty funny. Zach is just, I feel like Zach is just like spinning around. Hold on a second. Don't forget Kenneth Rocafort is launching Groken on June 15th in 5 days. You know what? I'll help. I will help. Vanessa, I will help, but people have to let me know. I can't read people's minds. I'm happy to launch things. I really am. So Kenneth Rocafort, I know he's kind of a little bit more quiet. His first book was so good. His second book should definitely be 6 figures. But he's got to let me know. I'd be happy to. Kenneth, I'm here, man. I'm here, pal. Let me know. Let me help you. Mark 13 says, P.S. Love my Salamandroid mug. Finally a handle that fits my hand. Oh, Salamandroid mugs are available on our eBay stores. Well, I'm barely doing promotion tonight. I got to do more promotion for myself, not just for everybody else. You are the G.R.R. Martin of Comicsgate. I mean, fat, bearded, late on this project, but incredibly popular. Right? I mean, is that what you mean? Everybody wants Cyberfrog. They want more Cyberfrog. The question is, maybe the reason Rocafort is CG says, John, yeah, of course he is. Nobody likes Ethan, says Billy Jacobs. I'm here all by myself. Crying in the night. The night goes into morning, just another day. I'd rather watch Ballers than goddamn Zach video. All right, hold on a second. We won't watch the Zach video. I will just show it to you as proof of what I'm saying. And maybe Zach will hear this and maybe he won't. How am I supposed to know? Blood, Sweat, and Tears. How can Iconic Comics sell hardcover graphic novels for $10 and make a profit? Zach is chasing his tail about this. Zach thinks that Iconic Comics is able to do this. He's like, well, how do they do that? Well, here's the thing about it. First of all, just so that you know why this would be a cause of confusion. A graphic novel, hardcover might cost $8 to actually print. It depends on how good it is. Maybe they made a nice deal with a printer, but it's still going to cost $6 to $8 to print. On top of that, you've got whatever it costs to actually make the material therein. And let's just say that, like, it's like they're basically drawing and writing their own stuff. So for them, it's essentially free. Essentially free. Hold on a second here. Fucking Phillies. But anyway, why are they able to do this? Now, Zach is looking at this, and Zach is saying, I think they're doing it as like a favor to the fans. Like, sure, you let people in on the ground level at $10. You take a little bit of a loss, but ultimately, it's going to do better down the road. So what am I going to do? I'm going to, I agree with this premise. I'm going to do a comic book Jawbreakers 4. I'm going to sell it for $1. Zach. No, Zach, no, you're not. And stop saying things like that. You're not going to sell it for $1. Here's why they're able to do this. Okay, this is what you're missing, because you're just looking at this. You're going, how is McDonald's able to give away free Happy Meal toys? They're free. The Happy Meal toys are free. They're making toys and giving them away for free. How do they do it? There's a whole other thing going on here, Zach. Here's their campaign. Not doing so well for Iconic, by the way. All right, look. Basically, if you scroll down here, you'll see $10 for a hard copy comic. That's impressive. But then everything else down here, $15, $25, $30, $40, $45, $50. Digital Iconic Comics bundle, Zach. What they're doing is they're taking all of the work that they have collected so far. Okay, all of the stuff that they've made so far, and it's substantial. They've made a lot of. Look at all the stuff they've made. These are all the books that they've got. I hate how Kickstarter does this. Like, I can't point at things. It just turns green. All of these books that they've already done, they can offer digitally for $50. And you know what that costs them? Nothing. This is all profit. It is all profit. So you've got all of these different. Look at this. The $45 tier already has 58 backers. All of these tiers have enormous numbers of backers, and they are cost-free. They cost no shipping. They don't cost any money to make. The work's already done. This is all reprint stuff that they're selling digitally. So what they do is, this is what they're really selling. And then, by the way, we're using the money that we make there to print and sell our hardcover. 2,800 of them. We're printing 2,800 hardcovers, which costs us maybe $6 to $8 a piece to print. It's going to be a bill of about $20,000, but we're going to make that up by selling digital that costs us nothing. Zach, that's how they're doing this. Stop it. They're not. They're going to make a profit, Zach. They're being very clever. You, Zach, you have an enormous amount of material. If you wanted to do this yourself, you definitely could. You could take all your Jawbreakers books. You could take all of your Iron Sights books. You could take all of the Theosophy books and everything else that you've done, and you could sell them digitally. You could have them transferred to digital files. And you could say the complete Splato, comics collection, $50 digital. It would cost you nothing to ship. The work's already done and paid for. And boom, it's a pretty appealing thing. And then boom. Then you could, if you wanted to, give a book away for $1. But why would you even do that? What is the point of that? People would be just fine paying you the full price for the book. They would. They're excited about it. Jawbreakers 4. People just want your Jawbreaker stuff, dude. Camara says, check out Testament Volume 2, a science fiction fantasy graphic novel on Indiegogo. Once I get enough stuff, I'll do a digital something or other too someday. That'll probably be 10 years from now, though. It's not going to be now. Jennifer Grover again for $5. I love you, Uncle E. Thank you, Jennifer Grover. We, my wife and I, both have great affection for you as well. Darth Fat asked for $10. I think my girlfriend is cheating on me. Said she would be back in 15 minutes max. My name isn't Max. I lost her audiobook the other day. I'll never hear the end of it. I'll see myself out there. 2 jokes there. 2 pretty good jokes. Idiot X says, The Dark Harvest Salamandroid by Dale K is a campaign. Hell yeah. Before Cyberfrog 3, that's exciting as hell. Yeah. It'd have to be an in-betweener because Dark Harvest is already almost done. I'm working on the promo piece for it now. I got to do 2 covers for Wreck Planet. You want to see the promo piece so far for Dark Harvest? There it is. That's the promo piece so far for Dark Harvest. I'm working on that on my desk. So, yeah, I mean, the Salamandroid book would be great. A new Salamandroid book by Dale Keown. Dark Harvest is going to rock. I'll show people how to crowdfund again. Let me read this again. Check out Testament, Volume 2, as a science fiction. Wait, Chimera, I'm sorry, $20. That ain't cheap. Check out Testament, Volume 2, a science fantasy graphic novel on Indiegogo. Yes, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hold on. John said they aren't. Hold on a second. John said they aren't Comicsgate. Who wasn't Comicsgate? John, did you say that? What is going on? Uh-oh. Hold on. We got bad stuff going on with the Phillies. I got the Phillies on my iPad here so I've become addicted to this now, to baseball. Sorry, but it's true. Phillies won? They won, right? Hold on.
The senior producer of Phillies baseball, Jeff Howithman. John DeSangro's our associate producer.
Did I miss the score? It's the final score.
John Kruk and our entire crew. I'm Tom McCarthy. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bills win it 7-5.
7-5. Okay, Phillies win it again. That's 8 in a row now. 8 games in a row. Wait, what did John Malin say? Did he say somebody isn't Comicsgate when I thought they were? John don't approve. Oh, I see what happened here. And then John corrected this. Yeah. I got it. Takes a little while. Zach is dating Vita Ayala. I don't think that's true. Let me see. Kenneth Art is fire at the highest level. Yes, indeed it is. All right. Some people like me. Don't cry, says Richie Duke. I'm an emotional man. I'm highly emotional. Ethan cries himself to sleep. Everybody likes Ethan. I like you, Ethan. Wait, what is this? Hold on. Let me catch up with the chat because this is like old stuff. Where is Cecil? I was on a show with Cecil. Oh, wait. John means skits. I don't know. They toured Comicsgate a while ago as fence sitters. They seem to be pretty Comicsgate to me way back when. That skits campaign isn't Comicsgate. How do you like this? I don't care. I just showed you the Black Hops X Common America, whatever that was thing. It doesn't matter to me. It's up to you guys. Go Braves. Yeah, the Braves, the Braves, listen, we're 3 games apart. You know, us and yous. We're only 3 games apart, and what can I say? I'm enjoying the Mets losing. We're winning. As long as we're both winning and the Mets are losing, I'm happy to be in second place for now, Atlanta. If we can just get the Mets on the other side of us together, I'm okay being in second place for now, and then we'll work it out between us. Let me see. Here's a Word Nerd. I went on Word Nerd's stream. He was very cordial to me, which was surprising. I think he's War Campaign. However, I was the only person watching your show, wasn't I, Ryan? It said 1 person viewing, and I was in there, so it must have been me. He says, yeah, I mean, that is the best part of the process for me, working with talented people and making stellar expressive art and junk. Yeah. It is fun. Hey, Ethan, you should check out Lumina Vox by Jose Garcia before it closes this Sunday. More people that I would be happy to help, Dave 428. 192 pages and needs just 13 more backers to hit 500. I would love to help. Yeah. When can I back Racked? Pretty soon. Like we are wait, somebody's grooming me? Oh, Jennifer is. We're going to be launching Wreck Planet soon. Just let me get 2 new covers done. I've got the 2 Kenneth Roquefort covers that I want to use. Here's the plan. So Wreck Planet is going to have 14 honeycomb boxes, 43 pages of original art for purchase to back. And they're good. All of the pages are good. All of them are good. So I think we've sold 27 of them so far. And by the way, a double page spread counts as 1 page. So if you want to choose a double page spread, that's 1 page. It's not 2 pages, it's 1. If you back 1 page, I think there are like 3 of them. I don't know how many there are. But in any case, yeah, you can get a page of original art. So I've got the I've got 2 Kenneth Roquefort covers, 1 for Wreck Planet, 1 for Salamandroid Death Sting. I would like to do 2 new covers as well, and then maybe a 24-hour variant, a brand new 24-hour variant. Boy, I would love to see 6 figures on a second chance campaign. That's what I'm hoping for. That could be ballsy of me, because these are second chance campaigns. Most people already have it. But I would like to prove that we can do that. I would like to see if we can do that together. I'll have to, I got to build this campaign carefully, give it enough rocket fuel to be able to do that. And that's the key to a successful campaign, is to just make sure it has enough stuff in it of interest to actually get where you want to go. If I want to get to 100,000, I got to make sure that the campaign has enough stuff in it to get us there. And that's the key. So give me like a week and a half, and we'll get started on that Wreck Planet campaign. We will also simultaneously launch the First Wave action figure campaign. We're going to take it down, the current one, relaunch it with the 2 new variant figures, and let's get Comicsgate moving again. There's some people who are like, Comicsgate is stalled out a little bit with the crowdfunding. I don't disagree. Now, here's the thing. The problem is right now the economy sucks. The economy absolutely sucks. I'm in line at the grocery store today. I put this on Twitter. I'm sitting there just paying for my groceries, and the cashier is in a conversation with the manager. She's like, I have to buy a bicycle to get here. I filled up. I put $45 in my gas tank. This is a cashier, somebody without any money. $45 in my gas tank, and it only filled up the tank halfway. She's like, this is insane. And the manager comes over and he's like, you don't understand. It's affecting trucking. It's affecting everything. We have to mark up the food here. He's like, this is really, really, really bad. And I'm watching this and listening. And the woman behind me now, everybody's involved in this conversation. And the woman behind me is like, this is I'm in New Jersey. It's not like I'm in like, Idaho. I'm in New Jersey, blue New Jersey, Democrat state, 98% Democrat. Of course, my area is Republican, but she's like, I think this is a conspiracy by the government to make us buy electric vehicles. They were talking about how they're going to make gas $10 a gallon everywhere. And they just want us to buy electric vehicles. And that's what this is. And I said, I completely believe you. I blame Joe Biden. I blame these Democrats. I was getting them all riled up. That's what I do. They're doing this. And I said, you know what the whole thing is? These electric vehicles, ma'am. I said, ma'am, sir, ma'am, all of you. Here's the whole scam. These electric vehicles cost $30,000 more than a regular car. So in essence, they're sitting there going, you're going to save money on fuel. No, you're going to pay for it up front. That's all you're doing. You can buy a car for $30,000. You can buy one of these Tesla mobiles for $60,000. You are just paying for the fuel up front. How much is $30,000 worth of gas? That's like 3 years worth of gasoline. So it's all a scam. It's all a trick. I said, and they're doing this to you. And it's all Joe Biden. He says the economy is great. Do you feel like it's great, ma'am? You need to vote for Trump. I mean, the Republicans. this November, and then Trump in 2024. I was there. She was like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Why would I pay $30,000 more for an electric vehicle to save money on fuel when essentially I could buy a $30,000 vehicle that I actually want that doesn't plug into the wall? And I would be able to, I'd have that extra $30,000 that I could buy fuel. I could buy fuel at my leisure. I said, see, now you're thinking like a Republican. Now you're thinking smart. Now you're using the old noggin. I feel like I changed a lot of lives at the Costco today. Neon Knight Rider says, how about a fold-out cover like Jim Lee's X-Men 1? Yeah. That's possible. We got to save some stuff for Cyberfrog 3 and also Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest is so fucking cool. So cool. There are certain elements that were in. I'll give you a little bit of a teaser about what it is. It doesn't make sense now because you haven't read Cyberfrog 2 yet, but you will read Cyberfrog 2. And then when you read Cyberfrog 2, you're going to have more of a clue about what Dark Harvest is. But there are certain elements of the Hall of Heroes version of Cyberfrog that were dismissed for Harris Comics, put away, changed. And those elements did not return in Blood Honey, but they are going to return in Dark Harvest. It's going to be awesome. My whole thing is, let me take this work that I did when I was a teenager and let me soup it up and let me make it brilliant and as created and done and generated through the prowess of a man who's been working in the mainstream for nearly 30 years of just expertise. I mean, look, something like Cyberfrog is a top-notch IP. He's beautiful. He's so cool. Kids see him. They love him. Look at this image behind me. Look at Cyberfrog with a red top hat behind me. Kids see this character. They love the character. So let me take this IP and let me, that's the best stuff that you create the best stuff when you're a kid, I think. And if you can sort of take the stuff that you create as a kid and then look at it through adult eyes and add gravitas to it, boy, is it cool. Man, it's fun. I love doing what I do. That's why I haven't been live streaming. I've been drawing and writing. I'm very excited about this. And I will make you all believe again. Some of you who are like, I don't know if I believe anymore, Ethan. I will make you believe again. You will see. We're not playing around here. You think we're fucking around here? We're not fucking around. We're here to affect the culture. We're here to make something new. A lot of people talk about that. Very few people. A lot of people talk about that. Very few people have the actual ability to do that. You're looking at one of them. And that's why I must be stopped. That is why I must be stopped. That is why they're deploying furries. That is why they're deploying the mentally ill. And whatever else they're sending after me. What is this? Your face is old, says Meme Lord Master of Meme. My heart is young. Does my face look old to you? It's just my beard, you idiot. Listen, as soon as I dye my beard brown, everybody goes, you look like you're in your 20s. There are no wrinkles. There are no lines on my face at all. Look at this. Beautiful, smooth, tight skin. Is it tight or is it just overinflated? I don't know. Balloons look less wrinkly when you actually blow them up, That's why. But no, nevertheless, it's just my beard. That's all it is. You're getting upset because, your beard is white. That must mean you're ancient. No, my beard is white because of you. Because my beard is white because of the nonstop abuse that I put up with. It's stretched out. Hold on, what is this? Your nose is starting to droop? No, it is not. Not at all. How dare you? Fat don't crack. The stress white hair. That's what it is. I've seen some horrible. By the way, I desperately need a haircut. I need to shave it bald again. desperately need to go back. I was going every 2 weeks and I just completely stopped for the summer. I've been in working. I am living right now like I did at DC Comics when I was working there. I am drawing pages. And I can't stop because I got to get these covers done. I got to get Rainbow the Brute banged out. Rainbow the Brute is going to be the shit. I'm not playing games anymore. I want to smack some people around with my pencil. Smack them right across the face, these SJWs. Maybe do Dark Harvest fold out instead of shiny. Well, Neon Knight Rider, it can be anything. We start basic. We start basic biatch. Okay, so when we start a book, we say Dark Harvest is going to be $20. That's the buy-in ticket. Dale Keown's Salamandroid is going to be $20. That's the buy-in. And you know how I work. You go, $20, that's a lot for a book. What if only 5 people buy it? What if only 100 people buy it? I need to produce a book for the 100 people to buy it, so it's going to be more expensive. You know how crowdfunding works. That's why it works that way. But fortunately, that's not how All Caps Comics projects work. And over time, as more and more people sign on because the deal gets better, I need my faithful, my truest, my best supporters to invest early and often and hard. $20 for the 2 books, $40 for the 2 books. Everybody do it. Give me the capital to improve the product. Once I have the capital to improve the product, we can talk about a foldout or something shiny. Then we can talk about other things. We can make other products. We can improve the product. That's how it works. When we get there, that's what we'll do. I need some ideas for like things that you want that I can make. And we can do that. We can make anything. We made that mug. We made that beach towel. We made that Salamandroid PVC that many of you have and some of you don't, and that's why you're mad at me. But you will get it soon. We made trading cards galore. You know, we're making action figures, the likes of which these perverts on Twitter that hate us so much, that hate Comicsgate, they only dream of doing what we're doing. Not even in their, if they dreamed of being half of what Comicsgate has become, they would need to wake up and apologize. They will never be what we are, ever. They can't do it. We can do it together. We start out, this is crowdfunding, so we start out small, expensive. We grow, and we make that $20 more of a bargain. You paid your $20 still, but the book is better. You're getting a whole lot more stuff. It's a great system. Why would anybody want to change this? It's perfect. It makes sense. And yet we've got all these people out there that are just going, we need to do things differently. We need to find a new way. No, we need to get faster with the production of our comics, and that's it. That's all it is. Why? Because we should be doing this more often. Why should we get faster with Cyberfrog? More books so that we can make more money, so that we can bring in more revenue, so that we can make more people happy, so that we can actually do what we intend to do, which is affect the culture. I truly believe Wreck Planet is, I think it's great. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to have it lettered. Bill Willingham read the first 37 pages, loved it. My dad read it, loved it. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to give it to both. I'm going to give it to Bill Willingham. I'm going to give it to Chuck Dixon. I'm going to give it to people who write for their criticism and their reviews, their commentary, and I'll tell you what they say. But we've got all kinds of opportunity here, all kinds of energy still with Comicsgate. Can't do it without you. And some of you out there, some of you guys, you need me too. Let me know what you're up to so I can help you. Last thing I want you to do is have campaigns that get underfunded or unfunded and then you're discouraged. We need you too. Or don't. I don't know. I'll just promote John Malin twice as much. Gek812 says it's to allow technocratic control. We don't have, we'll have allowed carbon credits. We'll have allowed carbon credits per week, month. I see what you're saying. It's easier to track electricity consumption. Don't have infrastructure in the US or Australia to create needed electricity. So, yeah, this is bullshit. It's all bullshit. Jasper Plant 9 says, Ethan, EFAP Shane's new Whisper Network 3.0 video. Let's talk about all of the group members. Shane got the scoop. Let's not bury the lead with Ezra Miller news. Stegman hates us. Well, Stegman hates me. I did see that. But Monster Mania says, got my Ghost edition of Blood Honey today. Love the cover. Thank you, Monster Mania. Thank you for your support. Glad you like it. The whole thing's new and improved. It's really great. I don't know if I can EFAP Shane Davis. I don't know if I can do that. Luffy as God says, your face looks old, and it doesn't help you mention 30 years in the biz. Makes you look older. I'm a wizened wizard of comics. Ethan Drain, EVS Drain says bright green people. No. Quite moist. Still full of fluids. The fuck? Oh my God. What is this here? Paladin Dragoon Rider says 2 to 3 years before my book is fully finished. Wish me luck. Yeah, you know, I had a great time. I got Larry Correa in here. Boy, I like Larry Correa. He had a good time too. And I am seriously thinking, first of all, his publisher reached out and said, what can we do? Comicsgate and, you know, the conservative sort of sci-fi novel industry here. You know, these are the fiction, science fiction authors. We need to collaborate. I didn't even think of that. Okay. Let's do that. Get Larry Correa in here once a week. Dick's out for Dixon. Was that a mistake? Somebody asked Chuck Dixon. Somebody asked him, say, would you still go on Ethan's show if you didn't come out with? I can't. My brain does that. I can't help it. Whenever I'm with somebody, and I haven't done it to Larry Correa yet, but I will not. I have far too much respect. I have respect for Chuck too, but I'm learning my lesson. Part of being where I'm from is that we all do this here, but we create bullshit nicknames for each other, and we do this. This is what I do naturally. Dixon. His name is Chuck Dixon. I like him. So the fact that I rarely do this for people I don't like. Like I don't sit around and go, how can I hurt? Who don't I like? I can't think of anybody I don't like right now. But I don't go, how can I hurt their feelings with a little? No, I do that for people I like. So I hear Dixon and I think Dick's out for Dixon. He's a man of tremendous dignity. Why would I do that to him? It's just where I'm from. And you might I mean, you might like that, you might not. Some people, I guess people just endure it. You know, Shane Davis shows up, and I immediately realize that if you rearrange his consonants at the end of his name is Shaved Anus. Shane Davis, Shaved Anus. Why would I do that to him? Why would I, he never realized that about his own name. Why would I tell him? He went through his whole life without knowing that. And I got to bring it up. It's got to be me. Geronimo says, are you finished the Zach talk? I don't know. I might talk more about Zach. Like, what is wrong with me? Stupid. And some people go, you know what? Like, that is what he is. But we're still gonna hang out with Ethan. Some people go, fuck him, dude. He's not gonna say Dick's out for Dixon with me here. I don't know. I don't know how to stop that. I don't know how to control that about myself. It's like, the person I relate to the most is I'm watching like Ricky Gervais. And, look at this. Sorry, did someone call my name? I'm watching Ricky Gervais extras at the end of The Office, and he tortured everybody around him too. Is it just like nervous energy? Is it like, I don't know. Dick's out is a sign of honor, though. Yeah, like he should know. But how does he know that? It might not be to him. He's like, what? Everybody's got to take their penis out around me? Like, that's not cool. Yeah, who knew he was going to be a meme generator when Shane joined Comicsgate? Yeah, Shane's amazing. Like, Shane has PTSD now. Thanks, Ethan. No, he doesn't. He's fine. He's great. You've got your drawing arms on. Are you drawing? Yeah, I've been drawing nonstop. I realized today it's been quite a few days since I did a live stream. I showed up on the Jack show last night, but I mostly had my camera off because I was drawing and I was only halfway paying attention. I was not participating. I was not being funny. I was not trying to be. I was not being a good panel member. I figured they could handle it without me. You know, I was wrong. Let me see this. 1/3 of the way through Servants of War now. Wow, mind blown, says Gek812. Good, I'm glad. Yeah, I feel like he sold a lot of books on this show. Oh, Mark Brooks is somebody that I hate. I don't have hatred for Mark Brooks. I just look at him like, what the fuck are you doing? No, who do I hate? Yeah. Wazir says, Ethan only bullies those he does not respect. Wrong. That isn't true. I'm completely bullying Shane. I bullied, that would be bullying. Dicks out for Dixon would be bullying, wouldn't it? I mean, is that bullying? But it's not. I don't see it as bullying, and I don't do it because I don't respect. I do it because I love. It's like a hug. It's like, come here. I'm toying with you a little bit. Smiller. Yeah, Smiller the same way. That's how I felt about I still laugh about Mike. Mike might have been my favorite foil. Everything about Mike made me laugh until it turned out he did not have a good sense of humor about himself, which I didn't know. I thought he did, but he doesn't. Mike is someone who dishes it out, but cannot take it at all. Can't take it at all. Not at all. Mike is thoroughly into bullying people, which is fine. I'm not, bullying is fine. But, yeah, he cannot take it in return at all. EVS is gay. Like gay bullying. Hazing between guys is necessary. It's just fun. No, I don't hate Doug either. I don't hate anyone. I'm trying to think. I'm really looking to see if there's somebody that I like, that I hate. No, I don't think so. There are people that annoy me, but Paladin Dragoon Rider says it's friendly ribbing. You should have seen us out in the oil fields. Yes, that's exactly right. Hold on a second. Let me see what people are saying. Dirtworm Doug. Just like the Friday Night Tights crew says, I'm not a. I love that. I am not a zero. Oh God, why did that hit the target, didn't it? That was a bullseye for those guys. I'm so sorry. Am I sorry? No, I'm not really sorry. I have no feelings about that at all. Well, that zero thing, that really hurt them. McMuffin, Mr. Fox says, at least there is one furry on your side. On your side, I hope you meant. Not in my side. Thank you. Everyone's welcome. Pretentious, says Queen Bee. How about Hitler? You can hate Hitler. Yeah, sure. Peggy Sue Preston. Yeah, Preston probably comes the closest because he's a despicable human being who has a cartoonish mat on for me that essentially wants to waste my time and money. So, yeah, like he comes close to that. He comes close to like the closest I could come to hating someone. But I don't hate him either. He's just, what the fuck? Like I just look at him and I go, yeah, that's how a person would be. Like if you were somebody who was in that kind of a relationship where, publicly people watch your wife sodomize you, that would be, well, what are you going to do? Like, that's who you become. Stegman hates us, says Jasper Plan 9. There's a lot of people upset about the Stegman revelations. I don't even really know who he is. Is he so he's either, there are two guys that I confuse for each other. One of them draws Invincible, and the other one draws Donny Cates Spider-Man shit, like the Venom stuff. Which one is Ryan Stegman? Which one is that? Because they both look the same to me, and their art kind of reminds me of. Help me out here. Yeah, I don't know. Stegman is Donny Cates' artist. What do you expect, guys? Come on now. Like, I don't think about Ryan Stegman very much. I think his work is really good. Like, Ryan Stegman, first of all, Ryan Stegman and Donny Cates are doing books that are closest to what mainstream comics should be most of the time, ostensibly, or not even that, just superficially. I'm not really reading them, but when I see them, I go, yeah, it looks like fucking, monster shit. I don't see any SJWism. Maybe there is. I can't see it overtly. I've never heard anyone complain about it. So I got no problem with Stegman. I just, these guys, I see them and I just go, you guys are trapped where you are. I think Ryan is probably having the most fun out of anyone on that list that Shane showed, because he's at the tip top, right? I mean, like, if Donny Cates is the top writer, he's at the tip top over there, having a good time as an artist. I've been there. I was there when I was doing Green Lantern and Flash with Jeff Johns. It really is fun. It's fun to go to conventions and have people waiting for you in line. It doesn't last. Your time kind of comes and goes. But, man, I got no problem with him. And it makes complete sense that he doesn't like us, because we fucking humiliated his writer. And we continue to almost every day. Why would Ryan Stegman like me? Besides the fact that I'm energetic, hilarious, awesome, great artist, one of the finest creative minds of the in the comic book industry in the 21st century. Why? Other than that, why would he like me? I depantsed his writer, probably his friend, in front of perhaps hundreds of thousands of people by now. Perhaps at least tens of thousands. There's absolutely no reason for him to feel anything but malevolent hatred for me. I didn't ask for that situation. But it happened, and we just have to deal with that reality, guys. People cross our path and that mean us ill, I think. And then we react the way that we do. And then they hate us for why, of course they do. Zach always says something interesting. I think about this sometimes. Zach says that SJWs think that fist fights are like what happens in movies or TV. Like, you punch someone out and then it's over. They go flying across the room, smash through a punch bowl and a table, and it's over. It never ends like that. And it's not just a fist fight. It's any kind of conflict. It doesn't end. Unless it's resolved in some way, it never ends. Like, after you've humiliated someone publicly, when it comes to gamma males, especially gamma males as described by Vox Day, they never let go of that, ever. They're going to follow you forever with that. And they're going to try to get even. They're going to try to get revenge. And that's just kind of the way it is. Got to just accept that. Yeah. Mr. Knox. Donny Cates just does comics that aren't full of Joss Whedon dialogue and bathos. Well, I mean, I read I made a video reading some of his Venom dialogue, his Eddie Brock inner dialogue, or like explaining what, I'm trying harder every day. And it was fucking awful. It was just awful. But he's one of these guys, I think, that he makes these characters do interesting things. I mean, Venom getting like bat wings or something like that. That's fucking cool. I mean, that's for kids. That's cool. You do stuff like that and it's visually exciting, and that's the best of what comics can be, in my opinion. In my opinion, comic books are for kids, and they should kind of they're meant for kids, but adults like us get excited about the idea of a winged Venom too. It's cool. Like what, that's neat. But it should kind of activate that sort of center of your brain that was active when you were 12, 13, 14 years old, and you really like neat stuff, video game culture and all that. So I don't really have a problem with Donnie Cates at all. My only problem with Donnie Cates is that he went around when I was being canceled and helped cancel me. I wouldn't have a problem with him. I mean, he is what he is. I dealt with people in all of the men in comics are feminized, all of them. It just seems like if they see a guy who's actually got a pair of balls on him, they get rid of him. Chuck Dixon, Graham Nolan. They're all feminized because they're all sending out signals all the time. Like, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to rape you. I'm one of the good persons. I'm not a shitty person. And so they, because they're feminized, their aggression comes out in feminine ways, passively. And they gossip with each other. And they exercise the politics of like self-destruct, or like personal destruction. They try to destroy people's reputations. It's extremely feminine. And you working in that industry, living in that fishbowl, like you become that way too. Like I talk about this all the time. You watch my old videos where I'm just like tiptoeing around everybody. It's okay. I don't mean you any harm. Are we okay? Are we cool? Are we cool? The second you get away from that, you feel 100,000% healthier. I feel so much more like me since I don't work in the mainstream anymore. It's just so much better. And these guys are still in there and they're still behaving that way. They still got their little club and they're just like, okay, we've got this private place where we can hate EVF. What is that? I mean, they're women. That is, you go, how come that doesn't sound normal to me? How come that seems weird? Because they're women. Now replace their names with like Betty Sue. I don't know, just the names of women and then reread that again. Seems normal, right? You got men in there talking like that. Seems weird. You got women, seems normal. And that's the way it is. That's the way these guys are. And it is just in the water. It's part of, yeah. Let me see here, which puts him in the top 5% of Marvel writers, says Mr. Dongs. Rex says, I miss DC, EVS 2022. I don't think I ever said that, did I? Is that my quote? I don't think I feel feelings of... I don't have those feelings. No, I do not miss DC. How did you humiliate him, says Ladies Man. He called up. Oh, well, there's a whole video. There's a whole video on it. You can look it up. It's on the channel. It was really, I tried my best not to. I was like, dude, let's do this another time. Stegman calls us a troll army. It's not all about Ethan, says Jasper. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, it's like, he's like, I can insult Ethan without a troll army coming after me. Well, you can't insult anyone on Twitter without a troll army coming after you. I just say things like Wonder Woman 84 sucked, or Ray Fisher is an idiot, and Jeff Johns is, I could say, something positive. Jeff Johns is not a racist. Okay, that I could post that. Not even anything negative, something positive. My friend Jeff Johns is not a racist. And if I tweet that out, I'm going to get hit with a troll army too. Just by putting something positive in there. I'm gonna get Zack Snyder's crew after me. I'm gonna get all those people. Jeff, I always say this to Andrea. I'm like, remember how bad it was for us? Like, Jeff gets it 50,000 times worse. I don't know how I would manage. Like, Jeff because he's in this elevated position, he's got a lot more eyes on him. He's way more famous than me or I ever was. They really, it is depressing. But you post any opinion about anyone, see what happens. That's the way it is. Chris Farcell says, you're fat. He likes fat people, or we like fat people, or he like fat people. No, I'm definitely fat. You'd be kidding me. Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing was I asked Donnie Cates just to say hi to you guys. And he wouldn't do that. And, I think what he really wanted and was frustrated, I didn't even know this was happening at the time because it's like, I don't want anything from you. But he came in when I was live and he said, I want to have a conversation with you. Yeah, we're going to have one. We'll have one tomorrow. Right now I'm doing what? I'd really like to have a conversation with you. In other words, what he was saying over and over again was, stop live streaming. I'm Donnie Cates. Talk to me right now. And that might work if I gave a shit about who. I wasn't even thinking about that. You have an elevated status in comics and you think you can boss me around. I don't care about you. Are you nuts? I don't care about you. I won't do it. You can make an appointment to talk with me. You are a zero to me. You join the other zeros. You don't have anything I want. We have really nothing to talk about except for you saying, please tell Comicsgate not to make fun of me. You can ask nicely on the phone tomorrow. Make an appointment. You nuts? People are crazy. Delmar DeRoit says, still going on West in the morning? Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, here's Word Nerd. I don't hate anyone. Honestly, I got blocked after calling Mitch a thief. See, this is the thing. I want to crowdfund books. I care about my work, so I voice my opinion. Just wanted people to know I'm honest and honorable. No, you threw a fit. The thing about you is that you got very angry when I criticized the name of your book, which I think was valid criticism, Ryan. Do you remember? You got really super upset and started coming after me like it was personal. It wasn't personal. I was giving you pretty good advice. The title of your book was all jumbled. It needed to be narrowed down. The title of your book was like 3 book titles jammed into one. You got very upset. You got blocked because if you did get blocked, I don't even know if you were blocked. But if you did, it was because you would not let that go. It was just dude, I'm giving you really, really good, valid criticism. It's not personal. Don't want to hurt your feelings, but let me help you. That's all that is. I wish you well. I don't have anything against these guys. Jonathan JC says, Ethan, I run a Superman fan page on Twitter. Could you please share a behind-the-scenes Superman story I could clip and post? A behind-the-scenes Superman story. Well, yeah, here's a Mr. Dongs, by the way. At least Eddie takes the situation seriously and isn't making dumb quips that deflate the suspense in every plot. That alone makes Donnie a top Marvel writer. The bar is low. Yeah, I'm not even going to debate whether he's good. Clearly, he's good. I have no problem saying so. But so what? What's that got to do with me? And I think he thought that it had a lot to do with me. And it doesn't. I'm so far from working at Marvel and needing something from Donnie Cates that it's irrelevant. A Superman story. The one Superman story that I tell all the time about my own work on Superman is for the Superman New 52. They made a lot of changes on Superman. To Superman for the New 52. Nobody really understood why at the time. I believe it was because they were in a lawsuit with the Siegel family. And they were going to lose the rights to Action Comics #1. So nothing that appeared in Action Comics #1 could appear in Superman going forward, or so they thought. They were protecting themselves. So they made all these changes. Now, they asked me to do a variant cover for, I think, Action Comics. I don't even know what number it was, but it was Action Comics. And I did Superman breaking some chains, and I gave him his spit curl, and they edited it out. It's like, it's not Superman without his spit curl. They actually digitally removed it, and I was annoyed by that. But I think the reason was that spit curl was considered to be part of the copyright that they were afraid they were going to lose the license to, and that was they don't let us in on that. Like, you know, when they're having legal troubles and things need to be changed, they don't tell us that, because it's really, I guess it's none of our business. But it is kind of flabbergasting when it happens, when it actually affects you as a creator, you know. All right, let me see here. Here's Alfred Ortiz. He says, yeah, no one else ever talks shit in private. I don't know that. I understand that. I don't, though. Not anymore. I used to. Now I'm full of peace, tranquility. Here's McMuffin, Mr. Fox. On your side, understand if someone hates furry. Oh, on your side. I don't think anyone hates furries. They're perplexed by them. But I mean, everybody, you know, do your own thing. David C says, I described you as a human sunbeam on Twitter, and people won't shut up about how sunlight is bad, evil, and unhealthy. Yes, you know, yeah, they're like, sunlight causes cancer. Well, it does do that too sometimes. Some of the rays and sunshine. Mostly it warms the earth, though, and helps the flowers to grow. Joe Frago says, word nerd is a Momo, complete waste of time. That's Joe Frago that said that for $10. I wouldn't have said that, but he posted a $10 super chat. You can still see that. Yeah. And vitamin E, that's right. I deliver a little vitamin E to the world. Just completely makes sense. All right, let me see. Prevent the Big E from getting diabetes. Hit that like button. Oh, if you wouldn't mind, yeah, hit that like button. This is just kind of a low-key hangout, and I'm just listening to you guys. Oh, Word Nerd is excruciating. He's War Campaign. Do the math. Yeah, War Campaign seems to be back. They're like, War Campaign is sharing a lot of like DMs from me, and I'm just like, okay, you know, like, yeah, like the DMs that you're sharing. If you want to know what I actually thought at the time and what my opinion was, yeah, I told some friends how I felt about certain situations. Some of those things have changed. Andy Contreras says, Ethan, you're the most honest, respectful, and humble person I know. You're in the same league as J. Jonah Jameson as far as your character goes. Thank you, Andy. I know. I appreciate that. Here's Word Nerd. It was before that. The title was whatever. I thought it was funny. I don't know what that means. No, you got upset about the title. Don't lie. Mr. Dongs, do you remember? You're following all this stuff. Very upset about the title criticism. Christopher Arcellus says, great to catch an EVS live stream on my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Snarkticon says, no, we hate furries. I don't hate anyone that I mean, I can't even. No, any customer, anybody who buys our stuff, I love them all. I love every single pervert, every single bigot. Doesn't matter. Just, you know, it's like Zach used to say, like, you know, they sell toothpaste. Crest sells toothpaste to death row prisoners. It's not my place to judge people who want to purchase Cyberfolk stuff. You're all welcome, man. That's the way it's got to be. I made Queen Bee laugh. Hi, Queen Bee. Yeah. Simping for Zach. Yeah, I will always simp for Zach. He drives me nuts. I don't know who's simping for him. Do you mean me? Zach drives me nuts because I think he makes terrible choices. But Yeah, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Zach. Like, I needed Zach at a certain point in my life. Like, I needed somebody who was a firebrand, who would actually put into words, what I was noticing and, all around me, would explain it, would open my eyes to what was happening in comics. Yeah, he's a good pal, but yeah, he drives me, like, I'm watching what he's doing. He's driving me nuts. I feel like he's thrown away a lot of opportunities. And yeah, it's great. Comicsgate is awesome. And here's the thing, like, we're at the top of it. We're at the tippy top of Comicsgate, me and him. Or he could be, but he doesn't want to be. So I don't know why. A few people, it's like, for the amount of suffering that Zach has done for this cause, he's paid for this. Like, Zach's life was turned upside down for this. And he doesn't have an Andrea in his life to actually set him straight about that, because it's like, when Preston Poulter wanted to trademark the word Comicsgate, and I was just like, whatever. How much more trouble, how much more abuse am I supposed to take over this? Like, it's really weird that I was canceled and had my life turned upside down, and I still have to take shit from people who are like, it's not enough. It's not enough. We got to keep kicking him. Fine. I was like, maybe he could just. Andrea said, first of all, no, it's like, it's ours. Like, this belongs to us. Like, how, what have we been fighting for? We're just going to turn it over like that? We're just going to roll over and give up? And it was like really nice of her to say that, because it kind of opened my, no, of course, like, we deserve this. The good stuff that's happening to us, we absolutely deserve. We fought for this, and we took abuse for it. My reputation has been turned upside down. You look me up on Wikipedia, apparently I harass women and trans and people of color. Like, that's who I am. And that's a fucking nightmare. That is a nightmare to have that associated with you. So I like what I get in return. I like this. I like being able to talk to 961 people. Many of you are customers. I like being able to put out my comic books, and they're pretty. I like being able to make a beach towel, just because it was an idea that hit me. And, I like making a mug. I like making things. I like creating things. We are very, very privileged within Comicsgate. The Van Skivers, all caps comics, very privileged. We don't take it for granted. We feel like we've earned it. And Zach has similarly earned this. So why he doesn't want to profit from it, I don't understand. Get on the live stream with your silly. You should be a little circle over here. Like, I should have half the screen. You should have the other half of the screen with your, what is it, Legion of Superheroes avatar? I don't even understand why that exists. And we should be making fun of whatever. We should be talking about what's going on in comics. We should be doing that. And your campaign should be ding, 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 ding. And you should be fulfilling 2 books a year, Jawbreakers spinoff, and making hundreds of thousands of dollars on each campaign. And you've given your entire life to that. Why walk away from it? Why, Zach? I beg of you, reconsider. Here you go, Zach. $1. He's earned it, and it really it does depress me that he doesn't. He's like, no, I don't. I'm moving on. All right, that's fine. Troy Neenan says, got Blood Honey box. Haven't had a chance to read yet. Thank you so much for backing it. We're almost done. 164 Blood Honey boxes still need to go out. Or 164 packages, not necessarily Blood Honey boxes. You really think about what Zach's gone through. Like, he's paid the price. Okay, he's already Comicsgate. Whether he says he is or isn't, doesn't matter. I was trying to explain this to Doug Tenaple at one point. Mike S. Miller. These guys were like, I'm not Comicsgate. You don't get to make that decision, dummies. You either accept it or it's thrust upon you. You might as well accept it and everything that comes along with it, because there are good things that come along with it. The freedom to make comics. This audience that is wonderful. This community, which is wonderful. all of that is the good stuff that you get for just going, you know what? I'm Comicsgate, whether I like it or not, I might as well like it, you know, and that's Wazoo. I am not Comicsgate. Yes, you are, pal. What made you stick to pen and paper when drawing? Says Stormtrooper Julian Caesar. Couple of things. Two things. First, I've never tried to use a digital, you know, this thing that everybody else. I've never tried it, and I'm not going to because I might like it. And the second reason is because the original art, it sells. Like Cyberfrog 2, 73 pages of artwork, and each page sells for about $1,000. $73,000 that I'd be giving away for the convenience of working on a digital pad. People like to own the original art. It sells. When I see people working digitally like John Malin, I'm like, you guys are not maximizing your earning potential at all. So those two things. I really like it too. I like the tactile feeling of it. You know, it's what I'm used to. And I know that by the time 10 years from now, you know, I will be considered absolutely a boomer for still drawing with my hands. It's going to get, you know, on paper, it's going to get even, you know, more absurd that I still do it. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not here to create digital art. I'm here to create actual art. Let me see here. What's going on? Zach hasn't been the same since Jeffrey's in the lawsuit. Well, I mean, that's what I mean. He paid for it, right? You know, he really did pay for it. He paid for a lot of success that he should be enjoying. He earned it. The situation is what it is. It's never going to change. It's not going to change ever. Like, this will we're old. I mean, I'm almost 48. I'm going to be 48 years old this September. This isn't going away. How much longer am I going to live? Like another 50 years? I'll be Comicsgate forever. Like, this is the rest of my life. I will always be doing this. Accept it, embrace it, enjoy it. The Inexorable Word Nerd is back for $5. You don't owe me anything, but there's a misunderstanding. I'll clear the air anytime. Set things straight. Let me know. What the hell? People are saying hello to Word Nerd. Some interesting gaslighting going on. Richard C. Meyer is the king of comic crowdfunding. Yeah. Follow his own advice, though. Someone save Luna from Zach's midlife crisis. I don't know. I don't know if that's yeah. But yeah, the original art thing is serious. Like, oh, here's Panboy isn't going to approve of the simping, Word Nerd. Uh-oh. You worried about that, Word Nerd? Let me see what else goes on here. I'm going to get back to work in a second. Smiller's Lone Star was a good comic. It's too bad he let it go to his head and destroyed his credibility in this sphere. Same with Doug. Very talented, but need to get their shit together. It's all about me. Like, they don't like me. I completely understand. Kind of. Who wants to answer to me? What if you really, really don't? I mean, I understand that. Like, some people really like me. Other people really don't. Like, how would you like to be one of those people who really, really doesn't like me and still has to sort of hang out with me? Which is what Smiller's situation definitely was. Because Mike is a really boring human being when he's by himself, but he's hilarious when he's here with me, John, and Cecil. Hilarious. So Mike definitely needed to be here. I miss having him on the show. It was great. Oh, here's Dan Lawless. Shout out. I'm going back to paper. It's actually faster. Yeah, I mean, again, for us indie guys where, we can only do so much work and we need to make that work pay as big as we possibly can. Yeah, you got to make original art on paper that you can sell. That's big money that you're throwing away. You know, I say that all the time. I don't know if people are listening or whatever, but yeah, digital is cool. It definitely is. But like when it comes to actually your income, you need to find every possible way to improve your income. Here's John Delarose. Good evening to everyone except the oh no. Should the Cyberpunk movie be animated or live action? I'd like it to be animated. Yeah. Thank you. I still love you, E, says Force Ghost Fabio. Queen Bee saying, I don't know what she's saying it about. Like Mike? I know that you weren't a fan. Alfred Ortiz is saying FJDA. Word Nerd. Damn, chat's getting fired up. Love it. Well, I mean, if you're getting fired up over Word Nerd, subscribe to his channel. He's doing live streams. I watched his artist draw a little bit. I didn't stay too long, Ryan. I was, I like to go pop into every Comicsgate chat that I can find and just be there and see what's going on. So that's why I came into your chat. Kelly Jones is CG, says David C. No. Kelly Jones has not declared himself Comicsgate, nor has the comic book industry. So the answer is no. But he doesn't he doesn't mind hanging out with us. Obviously, he came into Comicsgate Kings. He came into Comicsgate Kings without fully understanding that it was Comicsgate Kings. He doesn't have a comic book to sell or anything like that. He just wanted to hang out with some friends. So I should make that clear to people. He is not a. People know that he's kind of conservative, but he has not aligned himself with us. He's just wanted to visit. Ethan's dad pretended to be asleep at 7 p.m. Well, listen, now I know that he is, let's declare him. Kelly Jones would be a huge, well, yeah, of course. But again, I don't rush people. If he's going to make that decision, it's going to be on his own. And we talk about this all the time, guys. You got to let these people. I always say, don't do it. If he asked me, should I be? If he were to ever ask me something like, should I be Comicsgate? I would say no. No. You're still working at DC. You're doing Batman stuff. For someone like Kelly, nobody's going to cancel him. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't get in the way. He's not an activist of any kind. So he would actually, if he actually did become Comicsgate, it would be because, he is experiencing, the intolerable leftism of culture. And he's never really complained about it. Not to me. Not where I've heard. So he's fine. Kelly Jones did a great Deadman run with Mike Barron. Yeah, like he's friends with everybody, which is essentially why he came on the show. He's just pals. Manic Boy Productions says, congrats on Wrecked. I backed Ides. The Ides of March variant cover. Can't wait. Yes. Very excited about that. Ethan, you got another cool BTS story? I don't know what BTS is. I heard the Frank Frazetta one and the Stan Lee one recently. They were hilarious. You should make a print about the fantastic ratio, you mean? Yeah. The fantastic ratio wasn't anything. I made that up to upset people. You know that, right? People are like, Stan Lee never said that. I can't. That's right. But even though he never invented the fantastic rate. Why would he call that fantastic? Like, that's what's so great about it. It is evident in his work, all of his work, that's what he felt like the proper proportions were for creating a ratio within a team, like female to male. It was always 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. And the woman, it's not like he was a feminist. He wasn't cursed with any great social conscience, Stan Lee, despite what they say. Stan Lee, he wrote all that Reed Richards dialogue in which Reed is basically like, Sue, you're like, Sue, you're such a woman. I don't need your womanly shit right now. We're about to fight an Nihilus. Like, that's Stan Lee writing that stuff. You think he was writing Reed Richards as a character, or do you think that was just how he thought men should behave? You know, so I made that up to upset people, says Rex. Yes, of course. It's called trolling. But again, you know, it was true. You know, what Stan Lee did in his work was something that I call the fantastic ratio. He never called it that. I did. And boy, that worked. That really got people pissed. But while they were pissed, hopefully they realized the truth of what I was saying. Yeah. It just is the way it is. It works. When you're creating this, like almost every single IP, 3 for 0 is the fabulous ratio. No women, 3 men. Yeah. Stan Lee, 2 girls, 1 cuck. I don't think he said that. If he never said it, it was still implied. I guess that's the roundabout thing that I'm trying to put across, Sheila. Sometimes people don't need to put things into words. It's what they do. It's, you know, what they actually, how they behave. I'm looking at the top of it. Let's see how Comic Book Hut's doing. Comic Book Hut was a big conversation at the beginning of the stream. He's got a Kickstarter out. Captain Galaxy in the Dawning. This is his new campaign. I want to remind people about it. It's on Kickstarter. 41 days to go. He's got a $10,000 goal. He's at 1785 right now. He's got a little bit of work to do there. Comic Book Hut is a critic of Comicsgate creators, some of them. He sometimes he's fair. Most of the time he's pretty fucking heinous, some of the stuff that he says. I would describe him as a little turd. I don't use the word turd very often. I find it to be low class. But like he's like a little turd. But he's got this campaign. This is his comic. He's going to prove that he can put a book out on time. And you know what? Like, I won't be surprised if he is able to put this out on time. It'll really show me a thing or two. Comic Book Hut. Some of the artwork from Captain Galaxy in the Dawning. The book is about a whale from space who was pregnant. And Captain Galaxy needs to give this whale an abortion. Because if the whale gives birth, then the planet will be destroyed by the whale's offspring. I don't know, the afterbirth, maybe? I don't understand why that's going to happen, but it is. We just have to take it on faith that when this whale pops her cork and shits out its kid, as it were, it's going to destroy planet Earth. So Captain Galaxy needs the biggest coat hanger he can find. And he's going to abort. He's like, he's going to abort this book. Should be called Roe versus Whale. I don't know why he didn't call it that. It's called In the Dawning. Yeah. So if you like it, I mean, you know, back it. He needs to get to 10,000. He is at 1785 right now. So whatever. I don't know what else is going on. Yeah, am I done? Hey, have you? Hey, are you all wet? Hey, are you soaking wet coming out of the swimming pool or a bathtub? Or do you like to lay out in the sun? Lay out in the sun and dry your nearly nude body off with this Cyber Frog beach towel. New from All Caps Comics. Cyber Frog beach towel. Limited edition, limited to only 200. 110 of them are sold. Do you have one? Of course, you need one. It is beautiful, enormous, 35 inches by 60 inches. Go to the beach today with our cybernetic amphibian. Let everybody know that you can't stand SJWs and that you love amphibians and frogs and lizards. And Andrea saved a toad from the pool today. It was great. She learned from me. I saved the toad. All right, cool. Yeah. If it's not big enough, get 2 of them. You know, some people are saying it's not big enough. We'll buy 2 of them. So we just sold 3 more of them. Yeah, 82 available. That's literally all we have left. There will be no more after this. And you're going to want it. You can be like me and hang it up like a flag, like I just did, you know, behind me there. It looks good hanging on your wall. It's a nice wall hanging if you don't actually want to, you know, dry the sweat from your brow, or, you know, wrap it around yourself after going to the beach, going to your pool, swimming, bathing. I don't know what. It's a towel. What do you do with a towel? Wrap it around your head, wear it like a turban. I would do that. I might do that. I don't know how to do it. I'll watch a YouTube video on it. So there's this. And then tons of other items in our store. Everybody loves us. Unforgettable Tales line art variant covers. 2 books for $20. Blood Honey team up variant signed while these last. We're running out of these, of course. These are the first printings of Cyberfrog Blood Honey. They're going to go. When Wreck Planet comes out, these are going to be gone. You know, you can still get one now. You can be one of these guys who's on top of it. Get a hat, get the trading cards, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, get the PVC set, either the white ones or the gold ones. I think we have the silver ones as well here. You can get those. All right. Troy Neenan says, JPEG fired his replacement and is putting the SJW lady in control. No idea what his plan is. I don't know either. Everyone's insane. Yeah. All right. Love you guys. Go watch the Ballers. I think they're on right now. Don't Call Me Junior is a new YouTube member. Thank you for joining the channel. I appreciate you. We're going to be shipping out YouTube cards pretty soon. It looks like a bunch of more people bought the Blood Honey box, which is awesome. You guys are the best. I wish I had more stuff. Like, I wish I had a new campaign. I guess that's what I got to do right now. Got to get off the air and get to work on Wreck Planet, new Wreck Planet covers. Let me ask you a question. The new Wreck Planet cover, are you more likely to buy the Wreck Planet cover if it's got Heather and Salamandroid on it? Thank you, Chris Stanley. So what if the new Wreck Planet cover has Heather, Cyberfrog, and Salamandroid on it? Are you more likely to buy it, or do you only want... What do you want? What is it that you want? God bless comics. Yes, go watch the Ebolas. Thank you, Andy. Yes to Heather and Sal. Some people are disagreeing. No, I love Frog. All 3 of them. Okay. Yeah. If Heather is hot. Man, Dan, I'll do my best, dude. I love the way you draw women. Your the sketch you did of Heather Swain is just unbelievable. She looks really cute. Good job. So I'll consider that a challenge. Watch the Cat says super chats. Didn't I got all the super chats. I'm positive of that. I was reading all the super chats. Whiskey Sierra says it's a beach towel for us, but a normal towel for Ethan. It's a washcloth for me. You know. Yeah. Face towel. Yeah. You did not, says Hyper Wizard. All right, I'll go look. Listen, I'm not here to argue with you guys. Sometimes I'm wrong. It's happened before. It's not often, but I mean, it does happen where I have been wrong. Christopher Arcella says, last night I saw a frog on the street. I took pics, helped him to the lawn. That's good, Christopher. Thank you for looking after your amphibian friends. Oh, Watch the Cat says for $2. I thought All Caps was publishing Jawbreakers now. Yeah, we couldn't work that out. Should have been easy. we couldn't work it out. Like I said, Zach, like, never mind. Zach put out like a knife hand that he did? I was like, you want to save that for me? I'll put that out. No. I want to. And I realized that, in that moment that Zach, like, he doesn't want to relinquish control over anything. Like he doesn't want to do that. Like, so I went, oh, we'll argue. I'd rather not argue. Gek812 says Peter Rice was an insane Marxist and was a bigger problem. Yeah, so that's like J. Dahl Hefner scratch and sniff. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't want to fight with Zach at all. But I would say that, like, if I were publishing Jawbreakers, and I'm glad I'm not, frankly, I've got too much on my plate. But like, if I would be telling him, hey, no, like, we're gonna do one book per year and then one extra book, and I'd say that knife hand book that you're working on right now, we'll hold on to it. You can go ahead and get it done, but we'll save it for after Jawbreakers 4. So we're gonna put Jawbreakers 4 out there. We're gonna make $400,000 on Jawbreakers 4, at least 3, and then we're going to say, and here's a follow-up, the knife hand one shot, and we're going to make $200,000 on that, and then we're going to go back and do Jawbreakers 5, and then we'll do a Hell Priest one shot, and that's what we'll do. And then I'll make an action figure every other year. Every 2 years, there'll be a new Jawbreakers action figure. That's what I would have done. But Zach gets ideas and he wants to do them. It's like, I have this idea. I want to put it out. I want to launch it right now. You can't just launch. You got to really be careful about launching campaigns. You got to be ready for it. You got to prepare people for it. Like, I'm sitting here telling you, I've told you a month in advance, there's going to be a Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet Second Chance campaign. Not yet, but it's coming. And I'm talking to you about what's going to be in it, what you can expect. I don't want to surprise you. I want you to be ready for it. I want you to have your $25 ready, or whatever maybe if you're going to be one of the honeycomb backers. But I want you to be ready for it. And you've got to let people know so that everybody has their personal finances. They need to know. And a little while, I'm going to have an exact date for you. And on that date, you'll know. And if you're inclined to back it, you'll be aware. And if you're thinking about it, maybe you'll have time to decide that's what you want to do. And so far, that's been successful for me. You want to actually spend the time to let people know, to promote your campaign before you just suddenly launch it. And that's my advice. And that's what I would do with Jawbreakers, if I had it. But I don't have it, so it doesn't matter. I'm looking at the super chats to see if there's anything else that I missed. Oh, Ice Storm 5150. Who would be your choice for Hal Jordan in a future live-action DC movie? My choice for Hal Jordan was always the guy who played Sawyer on Lost. His name is I can't remember, but Josh Holloway. Yeah, I think he looks like Hal Jordan. He's got the attitude of Hal Jordan. He's got the smirk. He seems cocky. Tom Cruise in the new Top Gun movie, also the same kind of Hal Jordan sort of energy. But assuming that we couldn't get Tom Cruise, Josh Holloway he's got the square jaw. He'd look good in the costume. He'd be my choice. And I'm still looking at the, yes, I'm going on the West Thinking Critical. I'll be on Thinking Critical at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Delmore DuRoit. With the other guys who don't like me. I prefer that somewhere. I want to be in the company of people who don't like me very much. That's why I come here. I say auto writer here. Cars in depth. Auto writer here. Electric vehicles are cool, but none of the Dem polls hyping them ever mention how electric utility operators are warning about the grid. See California and Texas. Wow, big $20 super chat from Eric Medved. Can you do a bundle of all the new covers for old backers? Yes, you're going to be able to buy all of the old stuff except for the Ides of March cover, which is unique. You're going to be able to. Oh, I should just spell it out. You'll be able to buy the J Lee cover. You'll be able to buy the villainous scum cover and the heroes cover. Those are the three that you'll be able to buy. Yes. And then you will be able to buy Salamandroid Death Sting fold out glow in the dark cover. So those are the things from the old campaign that everybody will be able to buy in as big of a quantity as you want. The other stuff is unique to the honeycomb box, the exclusive to honeycomb box stuff. You'll be able to buy Heartsick Horror, which will be cheap. It's going to be like $5 to buy Heartsick Horror. But all of the freebies that came with that campaign, no longer free. We're starting from scratch. So, you'll be able to buy the PVC toys at an inflated price, slightly inflated price. And then we're going to start over again with the new stuff. And if we raise enough money, we'll improve, we'll add new stuff. It'll be like a normal campaign, essentially. All right. I hope that's clear. I try my best to clarify things. Does that make sense? Yeah, the beautiful J Lee cover. Inflation. Yeah. Well, it's not inflation that's causing that. It's just like those people who got in first have to have the lowest price. So if we're reselling things that they have been waiting for, you're going to pay a little bit more. But the new cover, the new version will be the regular price, $25. The new cover. So there's that. Questions? Yeah. Inflation is what's going to actually kill this campaign, if anything does. Let me see. I worry about it. I worry about people's finances right now. Just hearing everybody complain. I hope everybody has money. I think my girlfriend is cheating on me, says Darth Fat. I thought I read that. Mark 13, EVS, when is Wrecked Planet Second Chance opening? As I want the box, as I missed it on my previous order. I need to know so I don't miss with my work schedule. Mark 13, I haven't decided when it launches yet. But I will be shouting it from the rooftops at least a week ahead of time. So I'll be saying, it's going to be Sunday of this date. It's going to be on a Sunday. It's going to be on Sunday of this date. Make sure that you're there. If you watch me, if you're on my social media, I won't let you miss it. You'll hear about it. A blast radius. The parents are mostly to blame because they allowed their daughter to go out with this Ezra Miller creature. Oh, I read that one. Okay. Timothy Fitzgerald. Hell, EVS saving super chat money for an executive box. Fingers crossed. Thanks, Timothy. I hope you get. They're only 14. I mean, what I might do is I might just say, here are 2, and then wait an hour. Here's another 2. I might do it that way, just so they don't all get gobbled up at once. And I'm also worried about somebody coming in and buying 10 of them for himself. And I want to figure out a way to make that hard, if not impossible. I like 14 individual people to get them. Yeah, I don't know what the Hut documentary is. No one EFAP the Hut documentary. Y'all forget. J Bomba fan said, "Can you tell me what that is? Because if it's funny, I'll EFAP it." Being a burden, yeah. Okay, no, I got them all. I got them all except for this new one. Lombardi says, "Sup, crack ah, crack ah." I think he's saying. All right, I got all of the super chats. Thank you for sending them. Thank you. I'm glad I went live, even though I was a little bit drunk. Hold on a second. Still haven't got my Lily card, says the great Renzini. Your Lily card. I don't quite know what you mean. Let me explain why. Lily card P4, okay, it's P4, was a freebie with the Blood Honey Box campaign. But because I didn't proofread carefully enough, Lily and cards P4 and P5, Lily and Chelsin, had R8 on the back. Like, we just carried over the layout to the back of the card and forgot to change it to P4 and P5, which makes those cards a waste of time for me. Doesn't mean I went anywhere. I didn't move forward with my work on the trading card campaign. So I had to go back and reprint them. And what I've done is I've reprinted Lily card P4 and Chelsin card P5. 3,000 of them. Okay. So 3,000 of those cards are in production right now. And when I get them, I will be sending them to every single backer of the Blood Honey Box campaign. They will receive all of those cards repaired for free. Because I care, because I'm, human Sunbeam would do that, right? I think the human Sunbeam would do that if you were. So that's what I'm doing. If you didn't receive one, I don't. Are you talking about a channel member card? Channel member cards haven't shipped for this month yet. They will soon. But yeah, that Lily cards P4 and P5, nobody has them yet because they just don't exist. And that's how it is. Rare misprints, they're not rare. They're 2,000 of them. They're 2,000 of them. So yeah, it is what it is. I don't know if they're rare at all, but you're going to get, you can keep the misprints, obviously, and you're going to get a real one as well. So that is on its way. Yeah, I know. That was one of those things where you're like, God. Like, if you were here in the house, you would hear me blaspheming in the basement when I discovered that problem. And then you have to answer everyone. Everyone says, hey, did you know? And you go, yeah, I know. Sorry. We'll fix it. Don't worry about it. All right. That's good. Thank you, everyone. I want to remind you one more time. What am I reminding you of? Oh, yeah. I want to remind you to back the action figure campaign. Could you do that? Look how close we are. We picked up another couple of backers today. 614 is all we need to thoroughly defeat Ruth Bader Ginsburg. We're so close. I'd like to shut this campaign down, but I don't want to do it until we're at 614. I could add something new here and blast past. I don't want to. I want to save the new stuff for this the next action figure campaign, the variants. I'm going to close this, open up a new campaign with the variants. There's going to be more energy behind it if it's a new campaign. That's my theory. If you haven't backed the action figures, please do. I appreciate it. Brian Rickard says, Postmates Twitter recommends bottom-friendly foods. I wish I knew what that meant. No, I don't. I don't wish I knew what that meant. Glad I don't know what it means. Hold on a second. Let me double check this and make sure I'm not doxing anyone. Oh, good, I'm not. And also, just so you know, Andrea and Hunter and Carly and me, I'm the one who's driving these over to the UPS store. We're fulfilling this campaign right now. It is almost done. If you back this campaign today, let me explain why. First of all, this campaign is supposed to be closed, and it's not. I don't know what's going on with Indiegogo. People have been complaining. People have been saying they're not getting their payouts either. And I went, uh-oh, what's going on? And then I got paid out. So nothing's going on as far as I know. But I've tried to close this campaign down 3 times, and it's still up. So if you would like to, you can definitely back a Blood Honey box. You can definitely get all of the books here if you'd like to. And they'll get sent out to you probably within 2 or 3 days, the way things are going right now. We're almost finished with this whole thing. So it's kind of like, it would be kind of like ordering it on eBay. Now, when we finally go to eBay, this stuffed box is going to be $200, not $150, $200 on eBay. People are already selling these for $400 on eBay. I almost want to say, no, wait, just wait. They'll be $200 if you just wait a minute. But then, I'd be interfering with somebody's profit margin, somebody who already has it in their hands. I don't want to do that. But I will tell you this. You can get one here right now still for $150. If you wait, you can still get it. It'll be $200 on eBay plus shipping. So I would say get it here. Get it right now. While you still can in all of the books, which will also be pumped up in price. We respect the backers. I know it doesn't seem like it because Wreck Planet is late. But Wreck Planet is finished now. It's on its way. It's on its way to completion. In terms of being lettered and colored, then sent to the printer. So we do respect everyone. We love everyone. We're grateful. Just wanted to make the book that I wanted to make. And damn it, I did it. I did it. It's finished. Wreck Planet. Art is complete. Finished. I didn't leave anything out. I only made a couple of compromises. Like this should have been 2 pages, and I just crammed 2 pages into 1 page. That's all it is. Those are the only compromises I allowed myself to make. The story is complete. It's complete. It ended exactly where it was meant to end, which is not here. This is like there are 13 pages after this. God, it's awesome. Let me look at Kyle's new page again. Yes. Victory. Utter victory. Utter and complete and total victory. Comicsgate rules. Perfect. Look at Cyberfrog on the ground. Look at his curled up foot, his toes behind him. As he's in utter pain. He's got stingers in him. He's numb. And the Vespers are upon him laughing. Just laughing at him. Yeah. We're just laughing at you. Awesome. All right, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you for all of your support. And I will see you tomorrow on Thinking Critical with Wes, and whoever else is on there. Should be a good time. I hope to see you there. And you guys take good care. Have a great night. Go over, watch Ballers or whatever other Comics Gate stream is going. How do I close out? What kind of thing do I want to show at the end of this? So many great. Oh, I want to show this Mexican kid dancing in a very strange way to Joy Division. Have a nice night, everyone.